Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Ah, here we are. Here. Good morning, everyone. Or rather, good evening to some folks of you. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, okay, that's better. That's better. Oh, welcome everyone to a special episode of SCMS, or should I say SEMST, Squared Circle Made S tier. It used to be simple. It used to be simple. But not today. Not today. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cornelius Lowe, professional wrestler turned Butler VTuber. I would use my Oh, there we are. I thought my voice mod wasn't working, but now it is apparently. So Wait. Why did that sound come from there? Wait, well, hold on. Okay. Whilst I fix some stuff on my... What? Why did it come out? They came out from the completely wrong audio source. What the... I am so confused right now with this blasted machine. Anyways, guys, yes, a professional wrestler, Butler VTuber. I am an actual professional wrestler, by the way. Actual professional wrestler. What do I mean? Let me show you. There we are. Okay, here we go, and yes. No one likes to see me beat up on the little boy. Okay, enough. Okay, there we are. Okay, finally that thing is bloody working. Okie dokie. Okay, so before we get into the game show venue, folks, before we get into the game show venue and meet our contestants, a bit of housekeeping here, folks. Before interacting in chat, please do read and follow the rules set out in the stream down below. And then referee Ryan here is my moderator. He's an actual pro wrestling referee, by the way. And so he will be keeping an eye on you guys, keeping everything nice and tidy. I like to keep a tidy house, as you can tell. And let me welcome a few folks. Zero Time, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Red Panda, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Zakusan, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Let's see what else. Do let me know how is the video and audio quality throughout the entire stream. There's a lot of moving parts in my channel, so yeah, I gotta handle a few things for sure. Even right now, I'm still tinkering. I'm still tinkering lots. Let's see what else is there to say. Oh, and I encourage clipping and timestamping in my stream. So if there's something that a moment that you really enjoy, feel free to clip it. Feel free to a timestamp however you wish. And if you wish to post it on, let's say, Twitter with a hashtag, Cornelius is the one to use. Oh, and by the way, yes, folks, I have reached 421 subs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes. Three cheers. What does that mean? I'll explain what does that mean when we get to it. Maybe not now. Yeah. Okay. Shall we? Okay, I think that's about it, right? Ryan, do let me know if I'm missing out anything else in terms of housekeeping. Okie dokie. All right, here we go. Oh, damn it, wrong screen. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay. I'm gonna let me see if the lads are ready. Let me see if the lads are. See. Oh, let me actually switch to a more serious BGM. Awesome. Okay, let's go say hello to them, everyone. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey guys. You guys had a nice chat just now, I suppose.
Pretty much.
Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Just checking the volume. My regulars, viewers, chat, do let me know on their volumes and say hi to them. But first, let's see, where's my screen? Okay, let's see now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Squared Circle Bait S Tier, the pro wrestling show for pro wrestling fans made by a pro wrestler VTuber. Thank you. SCMS is meant for VTubers and streamers who have little to no idea about pro wrestling. But this is SCMST, where the questions are meant to be meant to challenge even the most diehard of pro wrestling viewers. And now, let's first introduce our contestants. From the deep seas of Serpentera, weighing in at 75 kilos, here's Mr. Klang Valley driver, Uzziah Shio. Uzziah, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit on your pro wrestling experience.
Hi there, guys. My name is Uzziah Shio. I am your friendly serpent man. Yes. So, I am pretty okay with pro wrestling knowledge. I love pro wrestling. It's been part of my life since when I was a teeny little worm.
Dude, you know about Japanese wrestling. You know more than just a little bit, dude.
Japanese wrestling is just the tip of the iceberg.
Lovely. And I heard that you are So just checking. Did you say that you're a serpent VTuber? Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Ooh, what sort of serpent? I'm a herpetology sort of a guy.
I'm technically I am an eel, but
Oh.
yes, I actually do have a tail.
Oh, so wait, are you an eel or a serpent? Or when you say serpent, you meant like an eel, like a sea serpent?
Sea serpent, yes.
Sea serpent. Sorry. Apologies. You have to understand, I am a bit of a herpetologist guy, which means I enjoy my snakes and amphibians. So don't worry, I don't see you as a fetish or anything like that. No. I made this weird now. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Where's the block button?
And his tag team partner, representing center stage from the savannah out of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at 55 kilos, he is the long-haired lion of Twitch, Johan Singer. Woo, yeah! Oh yeah, baby! Yeah! Oh man! Johan, welcome. Please, Johan, introduce yourself and your pro wrestling experience. I can't believe I just announced you.
I know, right? It feels like it comes full circle for some reason. Anyways, what's up, everybody? I'm Johan Singer. I am a Twitch streamer I've been a Twitch affiliate for like a long time. I've been streaming on Twitch for like over 4 years already. I'm a part of Center Stage. I'm a Just Dance streamer. I also play a variety of other games on stream as well. Aside from that, as far as my pro wrestling experience is concerned, I started watching wrestling just around my 8th birthday. So that's been a very, very long time. And I've been to a lot of live shows, including 2 New Japan shows at the Tokyo Dome.
Wait, you were in Tokyo Dome?
Yeah, including the January 4th, 2006 Wrestling World event. Just a year before they rebranded into Wrestle Kingdom. So, yeah, it's been crazy. I've also been to a few wrestling shows at Korakuen Hall as well. And
I didn't know that.
Side, yeah, I gotta tell you, as a wrestling fan, you gotta watch a wrestling show live at Korakuen Hall at least once in your life. At least once. The environment, the atmosphere is unlike anything else. And on the local Southeast Asian wrestling side, I am, like what Cornelius mentioned, am the Malaysian Pro Wrestling ring announcer and play-by-play announcer, which I've been doing for about 5 years until the pandemic happened. Then I thought I would just quietly right off into the sunset, and then somehow I got called back again, and I'm back in my PW as the announcer and as a play-by-play announcer and ring announcer again. So it's been crazy, but it's been a great ride.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So to give some context as to why this is really neat for me, not only have I known Johan for a long time, but also this is the man that has been announcing me, and the main man, I think, who. Okay. For some context to those who are not aware, especially to Zero and Uzziah. So you. It's like what I did just now, right? You get a pro wrestling announcer will announce, the wrestler gives some info about them and all that jazz. I have a shtick. I have a shtick that I do where if possible, let's say if the announcer's in the ring and I'm being announced right before the match, a shtick that I do is that I'm a glory hound, right? I'm a glory hound. I announce myself. So when Johan says, from blah, 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 I will steal the mic from him and announce myself because I'm a glory hound in that sense. Johan works very hard as an announcer, so I thought I'll relieve him a little bit of his duty as well. And I mean,
that's thoughtful of you, I'll say.
Exactly. So I'm just happy that he's not. Johan, this could have been your time to interrupt me, actually, but you and I still not.
It's okay. I'll let you have the glory. I'll let you have the glory.
Of course,
Maybe
this is my channel.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Okay. Let me actually try something right now. Okay. Okay, Uzziah, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Okay, Uzziah, do you smell what the blank is cooking?
The Rock? Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
yeah.
Correct. You get 1 point. Excellent. Yeah. Where's my sound? Yeah. That is the sound for a correct answer. I know.
Oh, okay.
I am such a boomer that way.
Hey, Cornelius, I think you forgot somebody.
Oh yeah, you forgot to announce one more guy.
Who? Who? Wait, did I forget someone? Sorry, Zero, did I forget to announce you? Oh shit,
Yeah.
Zero. Yep. Damn. Fudge knuckles. Yes, I just said fudge knuckles. One second. Bloody hell. Where is it? Here. Okay. Where's my this? Okay. And finally, from Hell, Michigan, weighing less than your mom, he is the devil without a cause, Raida ZERO.
Hello.
Sorry about that, Zero. Please introduce yourself and your pro wrestling experience.
Hi, I'm Raida, Devil Without a Cause, Raida ZERO, heavy metal VTuber. How you doing? So I got into wrestling. I first started watching in 2004 as a way to bond with my dad, who had just returned from prison at that time. And yeah, I've kind of been off and on ever since. Mainly WWE, but I also appreciated TNA for a while until things got TNA-ish.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. To hear say TNA because Johan, Uzziah, did you guys watch TNA back in those days?
Yeah, back in the early
Before I
days,
became
I
Impact.
enjoyed TNA a lot.
Yeah, it was actually shown in Malaysia as well. Actually, so for context,
Yeah,
Yeah.
with English with Malay subtitles, by the way, which is super awkward to watch.
wait, really?
that-
That was Malaysia.
Yeah.
Damn.
Would you believe? Okay, would you believe that "Holy Cow" is actually a wrestling move according to Malay subtitles?
No.
what?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
because it's like I was watching. Okay, what was that match? I think it was the very first steel cage match during the Asylum days when America's Most Wanted took on Triple X, right? And you know how Don West, God rest his soul, one of my all-time favorite commentators. When Don West goes ham and goes crazy, he goes ham and crazy, and he's like, "Holy cow!" And the subtitles like, "Oxy holy cow," and I'm like,
Oh, geez.
well, I mean, the worst that they could call it was like lembu suchi or something.
No, they did not call it lembu sushi. Yeah, okay. So that's like so lembu sushi basically is like the literal translation for holy cow, but it just comes off really awkward. So for context zero,
Yeah.
Uzziah, Johan, and myself, we are both all three of us are Malaysian, so we live literally on the other side of the planet from you. Literally on the other side of the planet. So
It's like it's 10 for all of us, but for me it is
12 hours.
But for me it's 10 p.m.
yeah, so good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, sweet. Let's see. Sorry, Zero. Do you mind if you bump up your volume a little?
I did.
Oh, okay, good. I think it looks better now. Okay, thank you. Let's see now. So apologies, I didn't mean to forget you. I guess as I mentioned, I had Johan and I we really do go way back. So this is pretty neat. And also, yes, indeed, Johan here is congrats, Johan. You are the first ever flesh tuber on SCMS. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get that.
Making history.
Yes, making history indeed. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the show on zero. Okay, I mentioned. Let's see. I asked Zaire already. Oh yeah, Johan. Name me 3 Southeast Asian pro wrestling companies.
Malaysia Pro Wrestling.
Easy enough.
SPW, Singapore
Good.
Pro Wrestling, as well as Grapple Max Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, Grapple Max. Yes, it is. So in Singapore, there's actually 3 pro wrestling companies in that little tiny island. It's just kind of shocking. Yeah, you know where Singapore is, Zero, by any chances?
I mean, like on a map, probably not.
At least you know what it is, right?
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. This is your question, Zero. Who is? I hurt myself. Oh, okay. Zero, you there?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the man?
Becky Lynch.
Correct. All 3 of you get a point. so that was just all right. Everyone gets a point. You get a point, chat. No, chat. You don't get a point. You guys have been okay so far. So it's fine. You still don't get a point. You guys haven't done anything for me yet. No. But that was so. As you can see, folks, we are not dealing with folks who are completely new or know very little of wrestling. Quite the opposite indeed. So that was just a little gimme. You know, in fact, all the questions that you guys heard just now, those were previous episodes' questions.
Oh,
really? That's how simple it was. That's how simple it is. In fact, for SCMS, for Squared Circle, made simple, right? Because I am introducing pro wrestling to VTubers, introducing it to my viewers. I like to think of myself as a bridge, essentially, between pro wrestling and VTubing. You guys, I'm giving you guys no cheek, no face for this episode. This is S tier questions. Thank you. But before we get to the S tier questions, of course, as always, this is a pro wrestling game show. So let's watch a little bit of pro wrestling, shall we? And I've got just the episode for this. Okay, let me put this away. Okie dokie. Okay, so the title of this is Trexus versus Aiden Rex from SPW No Guts, No Glory. This was a few years ago, I think. So thank you very much, SPW, for giving me permission to showcase this match. Okay, I believe you guys can see it on the screen, right, guys?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let me just check on a few more things before we begin. I am a one-man show here after all. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, Ref Ryan. Oh yeah, by the way, Johan, do you know that Ref Ryan's my moderator?
very fitting. I mean, when he's like calling the match down the middle, as a referee, as what he does is his job. Now he's here to moderate it down the middle as well.
You are right there. You are correct there indeed. Okay. Strap in, folks. This is a fairly long match, but so this is an SPW, Singapore Pro Wrestling, right? And this features two local guys there. I wonder if any of you guys recognize at least one of them. Okay, but either way,
Yeah.
okay, let's get ready, folks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, how's the volume for you guys?
Yeah, right.
Good. Yeah, don't. Oh yeah, Johan. No pressure to commentate and stuff like that, right?
I don't know who's the commentators for SPW at this time. I know there's been a lot of changes.
Indeed. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to commentate for this. Just relax, enjoy yourself, react to it.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always it's a breath of fresh air to just like chill.
If anything, I might do a little bit of play-by-play myself. So I do. So Zaya and Zero, I too actually enjoy a little bit of their play-by-play as well. This is I'm forgetting the name of this hall, like Chinese Assembly Hall. Or... Oh, we're starting up hot.
Mr. Freud didn't really get to like do in-ring introductions unless he
No.
did the introductions.
Off we go. Oh, Trexus is the big guy in the green shorts. Aiden Rest is in the red sides.
This Trexus guy looks very familiar. I think I've seen him somewhere.
Who?
This Trexus guy, he looks very familiar. I think I've seen him somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's a strapping lad, I'll give him that much.
I
Like,
want to say
seriously.
the black and gold brand, but
Oh.
no longer black and gold, right?
Yeah, there's more colors, but I think black and gold are into those colors. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Heartbreaker. Cool.
Beautiful.
Oh, #1 contender match. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the screen at the back there. South Asia Championship.
Oh, we even get replays. Very nice.
Okay, their production is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I
High-top production is great.
Sorry?
There's some high-top production right there. It's great.
Oh, absolutely.
You talk about strength. Trexus has got it. Definitely a stronger
Oh,
guy. But
ripcord
speed, agility,
backbreaker.
Rex has it
Oh,
over him.
ripcord tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Back.
I mean, I had the privilege to announce Traxxas as well.
Oh.
And that was actually the first time I announced you, I think. Now that I think about it, Cornelius.
Oh wait, is it in that company? Because we're not talking about that company now.
Yeah, in the company that shall not be named.
Yeah, that's for another time. That is for another
Yeah,
time.
I mean, for some of the things that happened, I would say that it was a pretty fun experience to actually like travel down the road with you guys in the same bus and all. I mean, that was quite an experience.
Oh,
For what it
yes.
was worth.
Oh,
Great
man.
move there. Great move.
Yeah.
guys.
Let's
Which
focus
way
here on
you can-
SPW. SPW, if I'm not wrong,
Take away
I think
aside
it
from
can
the
be considered
agility.
Southeast Asia's largest wrestling promotion. I mean, they had Kenny Omega down at one point.
They had a lot of guys: Kenny Omega,
Yeah.
Sima, Masataka.
Masa Takahashi,
Yeah,
Tajiri.
Takahashi. That's right.
Yeah, Tajiri has come down to Singapore and Southeast Asia many times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at this strapping lad. Seriously, when you see him in person, I've seen him in person before. He towers
Massive.
over everybody. He's stupid
He's
huge.
massive. Like I remember because he had a
thought he was done,
six-man
man. I
tag
thought he
team
was
match that
done.
I announced. And
Unbelievable.
He and Eurasian Dragon, they were towering. Like they were two big hulking dudes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aiden Rex in a very vulnerable,
Reference says this venue is called the Pavilion. Lovely venue, lovely venue. Yeah, so it's kind of wild. Like at one point, Rene Dupree was in SPW.
Oh, I almost forgot about Rene Dupree. Yeah, not just Rene Dupree. And now I remember Pete Dunne was also.
Oh yeah, Pete Dunne was there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
Great reversal there.
Oh, what's happening?
I mean, make no mistake, SPW is definitely one of the bigger
You see,
wrestling
but that's what I don't
promotions
understand.
in
I mean,
Southeast
he
Asia.
had him, and then he let him
With
get
a lot
up.
of the outside talent that
He
they've
had him
gotten.
just now.
That
Absolutely.
have, stepped through those rings for years. They've even got, if I can remember correctly, they got Max Cross on like one of their earlier shows too.
Ooh. Oh, Johnny Gargano was in a very early SPW show, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Johnny Gargano was there too. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, Sanjay Dutt as well at one point.
Oh my God, yeah.
Sanjay Dutt, Eita who wrestles for Pro Wrestling Noah now.
Ooh, you're right.
Yeah.
Can he get the big man down to his knees?
And of course you've got the Hong Kong Pro Wrestling guys like Ho Ho Lun and Jason Lee who are... Jason Lee is with Dragon.
Oh my God, yeah, Jason Lee, you're right. Yeah. Oh,
He's been around.
cross arm breaker. Oh, nope, slips out. Very nice. What's happening? Oh man, Aiden is a technical beast. I would love to grab the fucking shit out of him one day.
Grapple fuck.
Yes, that is a term. I'm making it a term. Oh,
Aiden has always been an amazing wrestler to watch.
absolutely. Red Ryan says Pete came to Singapore as the NXT UK champion. He brought the title down.
That's right. He was the NXT UK champion at that time when he came down.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, Adobe, this is...
Wild too as well, yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
could be a mistake.
This is SPW, by the way,
He should
Dobie.
keep him down while he's got him down. Don't let him get up.
I'm in complete agreement with you there, Arthur, but there you have the arrogance of the former SPW Southeast Asian champion, the kind of arrogance you need to be a champion. But Aiden Rex...
What do you guys think of the match so far, Zaya Zero?
A series of uppercuts right to the jaw. Trexus doesn't know ways of
This is a really high quality match.
massive elbow right to the
Cells
face
are
of
great.
Aiden Rex, sends it flying down to the second rope. And Aiden Rex somehow still in this. A series of 3 uppercuts there.
Ooh.
And for every 3 uppercuts by Aiden Rex, 1 massive blow in return by Kaiser Trexus.
Oh.
And that is the
Aiden's trying, but he's a big lad, this Trexus.
These 2 warriors of the arena. Aiden Rex's martial arts background coming to the fore.
That's a bit of payback for the kick just now.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
Rex's training paying off. Aiden Rex prior to this match. I had a quick word with him, told me about he spent the last 3 months in the mountains of Tibet training by himself, getting ready for this night.
Oh,
and you can see that
jeez.
training
How
is
does he do
paying
it?
off. A sling blade.
That's a beautiful sling
And
blade.
once again on the second
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I have not seen a sling blade like that before. That was beautifully done.
Going to the crowd, getting them up.
If there's a pro wrestling move, Aiden probably can do it. Probably.
Singapore champion
It's a tornado.
That's why he's one of the
Gosh
best.
darn tornado DT right there.
That's how they say it down in my parts.
Yeah.
Hands to head in disbelief.
Although that referee
Are you like familiar with Southern wrestling, territorial wrestling as they used to call it, the territory days?
I'm familiar, but I can't really say I know a whole lot because like it was definitely way before my time.
Indeed. Oh,
Oh,
wait. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
And is it going to be the exclamation point?
Oh, he might reverse it.
Oh, Kimura attempt here.
It looks like he's
When you
reversing
mentioned
it.
like the Southern Territory,
No, I do
the
know
first thing
this
that came to
guy.
my mind is like world-class
Oh,
championship
oh,
wrestling.
do you? Do you,
The
Zero?
Von Erichs.
I don't know his name, but I'm pretty sure he uses a very strange finishing move.
I think you just saw a glimpse of that, actually.
Yeah.
If he's done,
Like, what do you call it? Wing clipper or something?
Ah, yes, I believe that is it. It is a cradle, sit out, something.
No, man, it's like a snake
Oh, like
wrapped
technically
around
a
its
spine buster,
prey.
but it definitely busted
That's
spine.
right, the vice-like grip of that snake.
That might be what it's called.
Firmly around the arm of Kaiser Trexus. I don't think we'll be seeing many more uppercuts from this man. And Kaiser Trexus, one finger on the rope.
It really is one finger. I love that.
The rope break there, referee
No
Sullivan
guts, no
forcing the rules
glory.
of the match.
Hey,
This
you
is
do
when
whatever you
2020,
can, man,
right?
to stay
I
in the
think.
match. Even if you get a thumb on the
Can't
rope,
recall.
get the
Maybe.
thumb.
It's definitely a while ago.
Yeah.
Caught now behind Trexus.
Oh, wait. No way. Freaking effortless. What the heck?
And Trexus showcasing some agility of his own.
Springboard single axe handle.
Credentials showing us all why he was that former SPW Southeast Asian champion. And Aiden Rex the backbone.
Nice knee.
Kaiser Trexus down to one knee. Aiden Rex, what's he going for?
Ooh, Bomaye, baby.
Flying knees
Yeah.
right to the face of Trexus. Trexus is
I
out.
remember when it used to be
Rex
called the
has to go for
Bomaye.
pin now,
That could
Arthur.
be it right there, man. He's got to
Those
pin
were
him
the
now.
He needs to
Those were
pin
the
him now.
days.
One.
A lot of nostalgia
Call it that
acts.
somehow,
Yeah.
yeah.
We live on nostalgia in pro wrestling, but I'm deliberately featuring local guys from a local promotion here in Southeast Asia. This is what the local talent can do and is capable of, you know. But make no
Yeah.
mistake, these
Coming back
two
to
are
the
the
side flying
cream of the
knee
crop.
hook. He's got caught.
Yeah.
Looks like he might have waited a bit too long there.
I mean, we've got some
Aiden Rex
incredible
now in
talents
a
in Southeast
very
Asia.
difficult position.
Like,
Kaiser Trexus in his element.
it's crazy.
Going for a
It's just
powerhouse
crazy.
move
The,
there.
the,
A
the,
suplex
the,
from
the,
the top
talent
rope.
pool that we
Heavens
have
no.
in this
Suplex
region
City.
is
Yeah, like you have to understand, pro wrestling only existed in Southeast Asia for like what,
Suplex City from
in the last
nine
10
on
years
low.
maybe. Ooh,
about a decade or so.
yeah, so it's super new.
Super Trex.
So I'm not sure which started first. It might have been
Is
SPW.
that it?
Perhaps so. Perhaps so. It might have been the first.
Yeah.
How did he kick out from that, man? I'll never know.
Because I remember like Mikey W were running like very small
Texas,
skill
gotta
shows
stay
at
out of it, man.
like
Don't let
conventions
him
and
get
such
up.
until we had our very first like big major event in 2016.
Yes, that was in a convention, right? Or was it?
The first big show was at Courage Theatre, which is like which is basically
you might have
our
waited too long.
hotbit of sorts.
Yeah, it's our
Where
Kurgan Hall.
majority, yeah, where the majority of my PW shows were have been held at.
Oh, here it comes! Exclamation! No!
Ooh, nicely done.
Oh!
Big boot.
Love it. Oh, are we actually going to see the exclamation point power bomb? Running start, kaboom!
Oh,
With authority right there. This has to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's the match.
Whoa, he's still going on?
Yep.
the resilience of these guys. Yeah.
The length
Show
of this.
Rex.
The length
Yeah.
of this.
That ring awareness.
There he goes.
Crowd's calling for death. Wow, man.
And Aiden just rolled out the ring. And one has to feel for
Oh, what's he thinking? What's he thinking?
You see, I think Texas is making a mistake right now. He should go out there and keep him down. Wasting
Right,
precious
I
time
think
here.
it's kind of a missed opportunity if his name was Trexus
Giving
to
Aiden Rex a chance
not
to
have a
recover,
finishing
which I
move
think
called
is
the
not a wise
Sutrex.
move.
Well, you see, after Aiden Rex is
The what?
this man knows what he's doing.
The Sutrex.
Taking some moments outside to recuperate, and for some reason,
Sutrex. Wait, I'm lost here. What's a Sutrex?
You know, like a suplex.
Oh my God! Oh my brain. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pro Wrestling in the Morning.
Last event before the infamous lockdown, according to Ryan. Okay, now I kind of remember this event. Because if I'm not mistaken, at that time, Shao Kahn had won the SPW Southeast Asian Championship at MyPW. I think it might have
He's
been
hurting
WrestleCon
bad, man.
because
Aiden
Shao
Rex is
Kahn
in a
and
bad way.
the statement Andrew Tang had that double title match,
I do not know how he
and they were supposed to have a match here until Shao Kahn unfortunately fell sick and had to relinquish the title, and the statement ended up going up against your good friend before he became a Wonder Boy.
Oh, JYE. Yes, indeed. He had a good
Yeah,
match.
if
He
I'm
had a
not
good match too.
mistaken.
I have to showcase that one day for sure.
And now
So as you can tell, Johan and I we are very familiar with Reverse Rana.
Oh, nicely done.
That was great.
Poison Rana.
Poison Rana, Reverse Rana, whatever you call it, you're landing on your head. It's no fun at all. So yeah, as you can tell, Johan and I we are very deep into the regional wrestling scene indeed. Oh, shooting star press from the second round.
And I kind of remember because
Didn't look like he got all of it.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
And I just remembered because I actually interviewed Andrew Tang like after the show was after that My PW show was over, and he mentioned about no guts and glory. Yeah.
Oh, it's a tap.
That's got to be enough, sir.
Nice Juji Gatame finisher right there.
And my goodness, you're right, Kaiser Texas tapped out.
What effective.
He tapped
What a
out.
match. What a physical match indeed. Alright, there you have it, folks. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because we got a schedule. What did you guys thought of that match?
It was good.
Great. That was great. Love it. All moves I've
Fantastic.
seen before.
I mean, like both Aiden Rex and Traxxas are like the two best, in SPW at that time. So it was great to see them put on a clinic like that.
Absolutely,
Me,
absolutely.
me not knowing that the other guy, Aiden Rex,
Mhm.
made me surprised when the match was over because it's like, oh, I didn't know that was his finishing move. I thought this was just like a transitional spot.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I in fact know what Aiden's finishing move is. I believe it is the Koji clutch. But hey, who's who's to say you can't finish moves with your non-signature stuff? Who's to say you can't finish with your non-finisher moves? Aiden's very as you can tell, a very technical guy. So if he can pull out
Yeah.
and finish matches with other techniques, why the hell not? Why the hell not?
And I was just reliving Savage versus Steamboat from WrestleMania 3, where Steamboat rolled up Savage to become Intercontinental Champion. So
Wait, you cannot
Yeah.
just pull that out of nowhere. Is that something you just watched recently?
I think I just I was watching something. I was watching Wrestling Bios's top 10 WrestleManias as
Wrestling
voted by the
Bios.
fans or something, and then I was like, yeah, that match still rings in my head. I mean, it's one of my
Wrestling
favorite
Bios.
WrestleMania matches, so And,
Absolutely.
and I'm a huge
amazing.
Ricky Steamboat fan, so it's something that I'll always remember.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay. All right. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Let me actually switch the screens for you guys. Let's see now. Okay. Here we are. All right. Okay. I believe you guys can see can see the first slide already.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Let's get the show on the road.
All right.
All right. First question, guys. First question. Oh, before we get to the first question, this is how, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, this is how we're going to conduct it. So once I read out the question in full, the Zaya, Zero, and Johan here will then, have a little thought about what the answer is, and then they will DM me their answer. So just label it, if it's question 1, just number 1, A, B, C, or D, or it could be a subjective question as well, not just multiple choice, just so that you guys aren't influenced by each other's answer.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, that's sort of the system I have, and also a bit of an honor system here as well. So, if possible, try not to look at the chat in case if they want to attempt to answer it as well.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, honor system.
Yeah.
Okay, no baddies here. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. The question 1 is, Which sports team Elias and Kevin Owens mocked that got them booed for more than 6 minutes? A. San Antonio Spurs. B. Pittsburgh Pirates. C. Seattle Supersonics. Or D. The New York Yankees.
Okay.
Do you guys
Starting
even know
off
what
with
I'm
a really-
talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out which episode of, I believe it's Raw, that this took place.
Yeah, that was Raw. So you want us to DM you?
Yes, DM me the answer. So you don't have to write the full thing, just like just A, B, or C. Okay, I have
Not gonna
one
lie,
answer.
right off the bat, this is a tough one.
Yeah. Oh no.
Did you guys know this incident actually?
I do know.
I might have heard of it. Okay, maybe. All right, I'm just gonna make a wild guess. All right.
Let's see now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a wild guess too.
All
So-
right.
Like
Yeah.
I forgot the sports team, but I kind of made a guesstimate.
All right. All right. So
Edu-
are you familiar with these sports
educated?
teams?
Yeah.
Cool.
Familiar with these
Like
teams.
I'm not a sports guy, so I don't like know anything about them except for like base level stuff. But
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
no.
right. So let me
Either.
just check. Let me just
Just
check
let it
that.
out.
I don't remember which sport the Pittsburgh Pirates are from though.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I think I've got all the answers already. Ooh, let me just pull out my my trusty monocle. That's why I used to circle the answers. Let's see now. One second. Haha! Ah, you guys should be able to see this.
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay. We've got all of it now. We've got all. I think I have all of the answers locked in. So let's see now. This should work. Let me see if this works. Okay. Drum roll, please. And the answer to this question is the Seattle Supersonics. So it's C,
Oh, wow.
guys.
Oh.
It's C.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Let's see that. Oh, I apologize. I should have read out you guys' answers first. Johan and Uzziah, you guys answered A for San Antonio Spurs. Zero, your answer was D, New York Yankees. So sorry, it's not the New York Yankees that got offended. It was the Seattle Supersonics. So basically, what happened was I forgot the exact line. But basically, the Seattle Sonics, I believe they are a basketball team
Yeah.
from Seattle.
Yeah.
And who
The NBA,
knew
Yeah.
that the folks of the Pacific Northwest would love their basketball team that much? I think it was
Oh,
a
they
lot.
do. They do.
As
Do
a
they?
person
Is-
who loves Seattle to death, yes, we do love our basketball.
Oh yeah, wait. Uzziah, you can give some context on this, right? Can you?
All right, yeah. I used to live in Washington for about 3 years.
Oh
And-
shit!
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah, we love. I can never like backstab our own like team. We love our team.
Oh wait.
And now I
Oh,
think about
Supersonics.
it, yeah.
you actually know
One of
you.
my
You saying?
I
Johan?
actually didn't know. I actually didn't know this part.
like one of my teammates from Center Stage is from Seattle, so it just
Oh, I
dawned
see,
upon
I
me
see.
too. Yeah.
Wait, so Uzziah, do you understand like the emotional sentiment as to why Elias and Kevin Owens were booed? Because seriously, it was one of the, from what I can understand, this is literally one of the loudest boos and jeers in modern wrestling history. It just kept on going and got even louder
Yeah.
and louder as it went on. My goodness.
I would understand because I'm more of a soccer guy myself, but then Seattle Supersonics is still a very important thing. We love our like sports teams, like the Seahawks, like the
Interesting.
Seahawks, Sounders,
Oh yeah, the
Supersonics.
Seahawks.
Interesting, which is all the pity because none of you guys got this right.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, right off the bat, this is a really, really tough question.
Dang, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
I thought some of you guys would actually get this right, but okay. So yes, folks, as to your questions, I guess Yeah, I guess I actually managed to stump these three guys from the get-go. Very, very interesting. Okay. In that case, let's see now. Okay, let's keep this going. My. Okay, question 2. What move was used to win the first fall of the Kenny Okada 2 out of 3 falls match? A. The Rainmaker. B. Powerbomb through a table. C. Cradle pin. Or D. Kreutz Wrap.
No idea.
No idea on this match, Zero?
I should know
No
this.
idea.
I have
should
not
know
watched
this.
this match in a long time.
Okay.
This was
I'll at
2018,
least
I think.
give some context here for you guys. So don't worry, Zero. Most of these questions for context are going to be WWE questions. Most of them. But I gotta give it up to. But you know, I'm an eclectic man. If it's not obvious enough, so some stuff will be non-WWE. But I decided to be a little bit of a Mr. Nice Guy. So most of these are going to be WWE questions. Don't worry. This is not one of them. Basically, this is a New Japan Pro Wrestling match. And this is the fourth match out of the Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada quadrilogy saga. This series of 4 matches that span over a few years is, I consider this one of the greatest series of matches, one of the greatest rivalries like in pro wrestling history. This is the saga that in some ways brought back New Japan to international light. So Kenny Omega, this name is probably familiar to you, right, Zero?
Oh yeah, of course.
He's like one of the main guys in the AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Like I know both of these guys, but I've never seen this match.
Okay, so you know that. What do you know about Okada?
I know the Rainmaker is his finishing move.
Absolutely. One of the aces of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He main evented all together again, which is a cross promotion event in Japan recently. To say that he's good is a understatement. Indeed, he's just, oh my god, he's one of the best drop kicks in the business. Easily, he's one of those guys that can he looks like he's one of those guys that like his upper body is higher than his lower body when he does a drop kick. Just unbelievable. Ryan, by any chances, do you even know the answers to this? So, and this is the 4th and final match in their saga. This was the championship match because Kenny has been trying to chase after Okada's IWGP Championship for the longest of time. So this was the deciding match. So this is 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit. So this was a brutal stipulation. But I'm looking for the first fall.
I think this was just after their previous match that had a time limit, right?
Yeah, I think
yes,
so. They went to a
they
draw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and this was the penultimate battle between them. Oh, I love this match, but then I completely forgot who pinned first.
Okay, so Uzziah and Johan, you guys have seen this match before, eh?
Oh man,
In a long time.
vividly.
In a long time.
Vividly.
I definitely remember a bit about it as well. Let's see. Okay. I need one more answer.
Wait. I'm going ham for this one again.
Sour Apple, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of a.
What's up, Doom? What's up, Apple?
Hey, so these are
Kaiju.
the lads of yours.
Yeah. They're my regulos.
That's the first time I heard another VTuber say my clan name. Much appreciated. Okay, let's see that. Okay, I think everyone has keyed. My sweet dear, thank you. Oh, Sour Apple, thank you for the subscribe. Let's see that. Let me just check something. Let's see now. Okay. Hold on. Let me just key everything in. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, interesting indeed. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's read these out. Okay, Johan, your answer is D for Kreuzstraff, which is, if I'm not wrong, that is an electric chair position switched to a German suplex, if I'm not wrong. Very brutal
Yeah,
move.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, Uzziah, yours is the Rainmaker. For the first fall, which is a ripcord lariat / clothesline. So this is what Okada does for his finishers most regularly. And Zero, your answer is C for cradle pin. Interesting.
The most devastating move in all of sports entertainment.
Indeed,
The
indeed.
surprise roll up.
Indeed, indeed. And let's see if it is indeed the case. Drumroll, please. And your answer is C, cradle pin. You're right, Zero.
The only guy that hasn't seen the match got it right.
Yeah, guys, what the hell? This was the first
It's
fall.
been a while.
It has
Guys,
been a while.
It's the
I
first
should have
fall.
not put Rainmaker. I should have not put Rainmaker.
In fact, here's the image, the exact image of it actually. So yes, if I'm not wrong, the sequence for this is this was a Rainmaker attempt by Okada, and then Omega countered this into a sunset flip attempt, but the Rainmaker had the whereabouts to kneel down and put pressure on Kenny's shoulders, and the cradle pin got him the first fall. So yes, indeed, folks, it is the cradle pin.
Yeah,
So
like that was 100% a guesstimate, obviously, because I'd never seen the match.
but
But my thought process was, it's a first fall of a 2 out of 3 falls match, and it's two guys who are known to be like brilliant technical wrestlers, among other things. So I'm like, well, the first fall is usually like a surprise, like not always, because I just watched the 30-minute Iron Man match in 2005 between AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels yesterday, and the first fall was actually a finishing move. So that was actually a surprise to me, because I'm like, wow, they gave a finishing move like the very first fall. So normally, like, the way I look at it is like, you usually like surprise kind of pin is going to end up being the first fall in a lot of times.
You know what? Maybe I should have gone with that logic, because I was just thinking about one of the greatest 2 out of 3 falls matches from Osaka Pro in 2003 between Ebe-san and Kushimo Kamen. And it's like the first fall was decided like immediately after the bell rang.
Yeah.
wait, what? Really?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's like I think Ebe-san was trying to go for a body slam, and Kushimo Kamen fell on top of him, and then he scored the first fall.
Nice. Also, you just pull Osaka Pro Wrestling out of nowhere.
I mean, those two guys had a really fun series of matches until Ebe-san left Osaka Pro to become a freelancer and became Kikutaro, as he's known as well. So yeah, those were fun times.
Oh wow! Wait.
Also,
Wait.
yeah,
Did you say Kikutaro?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I met the
Dude.
guy at Karakuen Hall before. He's a funny dude.
Oh my god, you met Kikutaro. Just this man.
Yeah,
this man.
he wrestled on the All Japan show. But
Oh, God.
I love the dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Legend,
jeez.
man. I at least thought in my thought process, I knew that Okada was the first one to actually get the fall. I just forgot what did he do.
So very good, Zero. You actually you had
I'm gonna
the
say this. This is how much I've also kind of like forgotten how I can't remember the match very well. This is I almost forgot that this was the period. This was the time when Okada had pants on.
Oh yeah,
thanks,
you're right.
Okada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I remember when he went back to wearing booty shorts, the crowd went berserk. It was even a meme at one point about it. Oh, I should do a question about that,
Yeah.
actually.
This was Okada pre Scooby Dooby Doo era.
Oh yeah, that was a
Don't
thing.
forget Balloon Okada. That was
That was a thing indeed. That was a thing indeed. Oh man, New
Yeah.
Japan was wild. So I saw a credit actually, New Japan. When Kenny Omega was there in New Japan, I credit those days as sort of bringing me back into really watching watching pro wrestling again. Got me interested in other forms of pro wrestling just besides the North American style.
Yeah.
But let's keep this going, folks. Let's keep it going. So congrats Zero on the point. So I must trudge on with the third question. Let me just move my monocle out of the way. Yes, I wear a monocle, folks. I'm a haughty bastard that way.
Of course.
Let's see now. Okay, and your third question is fill in the blank. A, with a special guest referee. B, loser is banished from Raw. C, can't be stopped for any reason. And D, no red lights. Do you guys know what this is?
Don't
This is
remind
Saudi
me.
Arabia.
I remembered this match very, very well with one of the weirdest. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a weird finish, but it's just it's a fiend match.
Okay.
You would know how these things
Okay.
happen.
Zero and Uzziah, do you guys know what this is?
I remember this match. I actually watched this like early in the morning.
As in, did you watch this false count anywhere, or the match that led to this?
I watched this match. I didn't watch any of it before this because one of my friends just popped it up. It's like, hey, you want to watch wrestling? It's like,
Ooh.
okay. I don't really
Again,
watch
like-
WWE during that time, but then they play this, and I was like, oh god, oh this.
So like this match I am not familiar with, but
Mm.
using context clues here, I'm assuming this took place after their Hell in a Cell match.
Yes. I can definitely say this much. So, for a little context, Seth freaking Rollins and The Fiend Bray Wyatt. So the Fiend is this monstrous being here that looks like a knockoff Spawn thingy.
Oh yeah.
They had this a pretty special Hell in a Cell match, and do you want to explain that? I guess I can. Because it's quite okay. For the viewers, in case if you guys aren't aware. So, as a Hell in a Cell match. So, as you know, as you guys know, a Hell in a Cell match is literally a massive cell. It's even bigger than a cage match. In fact, this Hell in a Cell is lowered down, surrounding the ring. So it is no disqualifications, and is, I believe the stipulation is by the way to win is by pinfall, submission, knockout, that sort of a thing. The cell is technically locked completely. Like I'm not. I don't think you can win by escaping it, right? I don't think.
No. You can't win by escaping it. It's just pinfall or submission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so what happened was the finish of this match. There's a lot to be said about this match. You know, without a doubt, these two are excellent wrestlers. You know, no question that they are excellent wrestlers. But the finish of this match, so you have to understand, the Fiend he took Seth Rollins' finisher, which is the Stomp, at least about 11 times, and then he was about to bring out the sledgehammer. You know, because he kept kicking out of Seth's finisher 11 times. He was about to take out the sledgehammer and use it on the Fiend, and then when he did, the referee called it as I believe a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match where it is supposed to be, you know, Hell in a Cell.
Could you imagine how pissed off Triple H would have been if that was one of his Hell in a Cell matches? Like, it's like it's the sledgehammer, it's like his.
I say, I would take Undertaker versus Big Boss Man from WrestleMania 15 over that.
Dang! That would bring out something all the way from the past
We
here.
all agree with that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people say that was like the worst Hell in a Cell match ever. I'm like, nah, not that.
Well,
Big
I mean,
Rollins
it
versus
depends on
Wyatt.
what you consider constitutes as a Hell in a Cell match, because you don't want to forget about the Kennel of Hell,
you know what that is.
which like I
Kennel
think
of Hell.
the Kennel from Hell, like I think if it wasn't for the dogs, would have been a brilliant idea, because it's a cage match surrounded by a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is unique, but it's just the whole idea of it with
Yeah.
Where the
the
dogs
dogs.
were just pissing all over and just like playing and just
Pissing,
being, like,
shitting,
really, really
having
good
sex
boys.
with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta use that as a question in the future. So yes,
Oh,
hence
absolutely.
why WWF wanted the name back, and why and one of the reasons, I guess one of the reasons why WWF is now WWE. So that so as a result,
match.
I don't think that was the
Oh, my.
reason why it became the F became the E.
No.
But I
No,
can't imagine.
But it was because of animals.
Wait,
Because of a certain panda.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was because of a panda.
the
Yep.
feds back then weren't exactly known for
The
their
World Wildlife Fund.
Indeed, they weren't known for their animal rights record or human rights record for that matter. Anyways, this is as a result, this Fall Counts Anywhere match is technically like the sequel of it, and I wanted this to be a question because of this exact image. This was to me one of the most fascinating promotional images WWE's ever put out, and hence why you see the words there filled in the blank. In fact, I have everyone's question answer already. So let me let's see now. Okay, basically everyone answered C. Can't be stopped for any reason. So drum roll, please. And the answer is C. Can't be stopped for any reason. Everyone got this right.
To be
Yeah,
honest, I wish
I-
the answer was D.
Yeah, like that would have been hilarious.
That would have been
Yeah.
hilarious indeed. So as you can see here, folks, can't be stopped for any reason. This, for me, I cannot believe it when WWE released this. This is an actual promotional image. This was on
Yeah.
their Twitter. This was on their Twitter account, you know?
Like obviously, like the Hell in a Cell match is much more well known, and like all this stuff took place when I was in the middle of one of my sabbaticals. I think is a good word, but because like I wasn't watching for a while, especially during the pandemic era, because it was like no fans. What the hell? Like it's
Yeah.
like watching the Twilight Zone.
Mhm.
But I remember like you can't watch any top 10 list really without like seeing the ending of that Hell in a Cell match. And so when I was looking at this image, I'm like, okay, this is for the title. This isn't the Hell in a Cell match. Seth still has the title. I know the Fiend wins the title at some point. So I'm like, if this takes place after the Cell match, then it would make sense for it to be C. Because
Yeah, exactly. In fact,
Yeah.
I could not believe it that this was written in quotation mark. Can't be stopped for any reason. Like this is like one of the very few times I think that WWE usually they will do their own thing. You know, they will do stuff regardless of fan reception and all that jazz. This is one of the few times where this quote was like a direct response to the fans. Like, like just okay,
Yeah.
sure, just have this. Just have it. Okay, you don't want it stopped.
The
Sure.
ending was dumb. Like it was so dumb. Because
Yeah,
like
I mean, WWE was in a very weird time at that point. I mean, who could forget the time when Chad Gable was known as Shorty G? and
Oh my god, you
Shorty
oh, oh that hurt.
I
Oh,
don't
that
mind
actually
being
hurt me.
short.
Oh, that actually hurt me. Bloody
I'm
hell.
proud of being short, so I'm gonna call myself Shorty G.
God, I cannot. Okay, that I have to use that as a question now. Thank you very much for that, Johan. And all credits
He was
to.
on the card. He was on the same Crown Jewel card in that 10-man tag
Was-
team
oh,
match, I think.
bloody hell. And all credits to Shorty G. He is now bounced back, and
Yeah.
now he is like a regular feature on WWE. Now he's got his
he's a
own little-
baby face again now.
Yeah,
It's, like,
amazing. He's got his
surprising.
own faction. He gets to do amazing matches. Holy cripes! I
Yeah,
could not
the-
believe it.
The dude literally is the second coming of Kurt Angle.
No, you're right.
Like-
You're right. He freaking
Yeah.
German suplex Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
good
I
on
heard
him.
that.
Isn't he known to use Chaos Theory every once in a while?
Yes, that's his finisher.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
That was so
Chaos
fun.
Theory like is such a ridiculous because it's just a deadlift German suplex at the end. You know? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You roll him up, and you just like really just use all your strength just for that German.
I know.
It's literally like, okay, my finishing move is this move where it's a normal move, but my opponent sandbags me.
Exactly.
Just to show how like ridiculous I am.
Exactly. So basically, to those who are not aware, the chaos theory, basically you are doing in a corner roll, which is what you're behind someone, you charge them towards the ropes, and using the rebound, you initially roll them up in a way, but then whilst you're rolling, you literally like pick them up for a German suplex. So it's like even harder than a regular old German suplex. So it's amazing. So
it's not like Brock's suplexes, although I think he has done some deadlift Germans before, though.
Probably.
I guess you can say the chaos theory has more momentum than a normal German suplex. So
Maybe. I'm not I don't know how obvious this is. I'm not like a power lifter sort of a wrestler indeed. So I've never experienced that myself. I've never taken one. I think. Well, that would not be fun to take a chaos theory. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I like how we segued from Rollins Fiend to Chad Gable.
Couldn't help myself. This was like I said, it's a weird period in time for WWE. Like,
absolutely.
It's Vince McMahon at his most out of touch.
Yeah, Vince. It's Vince at his most Vince.
The pandemic really hit him hard.
Yeah,
because like he's so old now. Like you gotta be thinking that dementia is like approaching.
Is he
right?
like 80?
I mean, like the man.
he's got like a I don't know if I should say the word on here, but he's got a stash.
He is.
Yeah.
I think that.
he got
I think stash is an acceptable word for it. Stash is an acceptable word. Anyways, okay, before we segue even further, we can go on all day, guys. Let's go on to the next question. So congrats, guys, for getting this point right. Question 4. Not after your heel turn, bro. In which fighting game was this said? Bonus point for knowing who said it.
Oh,
A.
shit.
Time Kick. B. Skullgirls. C. Street Fighter 6. Or D, Injustice 2. So this is a bit of a two-parter, guys. So you can write A, B, C, or D, and if you know the character that said it, you can add this as well. No penalties for getting the character wrong. However, I cannot believe I found out about this. So yeah, we're connecting. Pro wrestling has its tendrils in a lot of different things these days, including fighting games. In fact, pro wrestling has been very influential in the fighting game world, where many characters have pro wrestler tropes, where they use pro wrestling moves, and also apparently using insider terms as well. I don't know how obvious this is, but if you notice when I'm speaking throughout this entire stream, I try not to use insider terms just because, again, I'm a pro wrestler, right? I'm like a magician. Why would I want to give out my tricks? I'm okay if you guys say a little bit a little bit of insider terms, because I didn't tell you guys not to, and it will come out because you guys are such devoted pro wrestling fans. But to hear a superhero character use this term was like, wait, what? So yes, he actually says this person.
Wait.
Oh.
Did you just give it away?
Did I? Wait.
I think you just sort of. But the question is, who?
I mean, I said.
Well, no. The question is which game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I just? I did not give away. Did I say it?
You did.
No, I didn't.
I mean, like.
No, I didn't.
I guess there are technically superheroes in the other games, but not really any.
Yeah.
They're not really known for their superheroes.
Yeah, it's only. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, well, then again, I mean, to be fair, I played.
I need one more answer. I need one more answer.
Yeah.
Wait. No take backsies. No take backsies. No take backsies.
No take backs.
I'm not take backseat.
No take backsies. So yeah, I'm the link between pro wrestling and VTubing, guys. I'm the host of the show. I'm trying to educate people. let me key the damn answers in. God damn it. So yeah, okay. While I key the answers, do you guys know what these other games are? By the way, these games are.
Yeah, I'm fully aware with every game. Yes.
All 4 here, really?
Yeah, all 4.
Yeah.
Even dive kick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of dive kick.
Dive kick
Who's
was
never heard of dive
huge
kick?
in the FGC for a while.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot believe a game like that exists. I cannot believe
Yeah.
how I say I'm trying to avoid insider shit and their dive kick is just being like the most like, unless if you're like super into the whole FGC scene, you would
it's
not
the
understand.
most.
It's
Yeah,
Actually,
like
it's actually very
redacted.
technical.
freaking
The
Justin
redacted
Wong.
character.
Oh
Civilian dude, I
jeez.
think it's a character.
Like
in there, too.
Jabali's whole gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. I think I've heard of Jabali, but even yeah,
Oh, you
wait, no,
don't- you would
Jabali
think about
wasn't Jabali
Jabali.
in a wrestling match at one point?
He
Well,
was.
I know. I don't know if he was in a wrestling match, but I do know that Jabali is the dude that runs CEO, which
Mm.
is
Love wrestling.
it's the fighting game. It's the fighting game tournament where the trophy is actually a title belt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool.
CEO is
Nice.
known to be a very much very pro wrestling themed fighting game like tournament.
Yeah, it's great.
Indeed.
I know in Dive Kick, Jabali is a character in Dive Kick.
He
and,
is,
like,
he is.
Every time he gets around, his head physically gets bigger.
Oh yes, you're right. Oh my god, you are right. You are right indeed. Okay, so let's just get this over with. Drum rolls. God damn it. Me and my rattling mouth. I really need to talk too much as a person. The answer to this damn question is D. Injustice 2. Congrats, Zero. You got the answer right. God damn it.
Was I the only one though?
Somehow yes. Johan, you keyed in A. Uzziah, you keyed in B.
I thought it was Beowulf.
The thing I mean I played Injustice 2. I just don't remember who said it.
It was Blue Beetle.
Oh.
Ew,
Damn.
what?
In fact,
I know. Like, I've never played Injustice 2. Actually, did I? I can't remember. I
okay.
think maybe I did, but like I never heard that. But like it's the only game where, well, not just Injustice, but also like the recent Mortal Kombat's as well. They're the only fighting games that actually have pre-match interactions
Oh,
as
yes.
opposed
Yeah.
to just like, as opposed to like, hey, I say a line, and then the other guy comes in. And
Oh
says
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
So there's a lot of it. There's so many lines, and this is one. Let's see if I can play a soundbite of it. I think I can. So let me just check this.
Wait, if I'm not wrong, was this like a clash or was this like an intro?
Intro.
You a Green Lantern
Intro.
You should be here, right?
Not after your heel turn, bro.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I
Did
heard
you
it.
hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard
Yep.
it.
So
heard it.
that was the Blue Beetle saying "not after your heel turn, bro." To Green Lantern of all folks.
Oh yeah, because I think Green Lantern was part of the was it
Superman.
Resurgence? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Green
No,
Lantern
what-
was one
that
of the
was a-
baddies.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was one of the baddies. Under Superman. I forgot what it was called actually.
He was a Yellow Lantern, right, in the first game.
I can't
Yeah, I think
recall.
so.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, this one was like more of a process of elimination thing for me. Like I didn't know the correct answer, but like I'm like I don't think it's any of these except for D. And then but I didn't answer yet. And then
So-
when Cornelius said superhero, I'm like, oh okay. So I
God
was right.
freaking me and my prattling big fat mouth. I'm not this well known for being a big mouth in wrestling, right, Johan? Am I? No way. I steal your mic. I am. God damn.
I mean, not really, but
Yeah, it's
Well-
not really, but yeah. Okay, question 5 from the Z True Long Island story. Who was Zack Ryder's dad's favorite wrestler? A. Billy Keatman. B. Stacy Kibler. C. Brock Lesnar. D. John Morrison. I'm going way back with this one. God damn it.
Ooh,
my
The
goodness.
True Long Island story. I used to watch this religiously.
Oh man, really? Yeah, same actually. Oh man, this was a while ago for sure.
Light lie.
So I'm guessing all three of you should be familiar with this.
I know the source material.
I'm
But
Yeah,
the answer-
I don't really watch a lot of True Long Island Story, but then again, I'm not really like a big Zack Ryder fan to begin with, so
No
yeah,
problem,
this
no
is gonna be
I'm a
problem.
huge
one.
Zack Ryder fan for only one reason. Born in the same day.
Oh, you
yeah.
are?
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, so basically for context, Zack Ryder here is a former WWE wrestler, and he was one of the guys that actually sort of pioneered making his own YouTube show actually whilst being a WWE member. This was like a very, very rare occurrence back then. He was like the only WWE wrestler to do it, where he made his own YouTube channel, made skits about it, making a name for himself outside of WWE. And as a result, he actually got some quite a positive fan reception, and people were chanting his name even when he wasn't wrestling. When the other wrestlers even acknowledged him, like The Rock even acknowledged him when Zack Ryder's name was being chanted in the stadium. This whole woo thing actually got him a good bit of a fanfare as a result.
Yeah.
And then he got his leg.
He got John Cena.
He got John Cena. He got
John
pushed
Cena,
down.
He got John Cena.
He got pushed off a platform whilst in a wheelchair. And not to say
Yeah.
that he never had any success thereafter. He won a few championship matches. He was pretty active in NXT at one point. So
He won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, so that's like
Yeah.
And then he lost it
for
the
him.
next night.
yeah, he did.
Exactly.
He did.
To the Miz.
To
Yeah.
the Miz.
The
Yeah.
worst
Of
person
all
to
people.
lose it to.
Yeah. Let's see now. Let's see. Okay, let me just key it all in. Let's see. So basically, this actually came from a very specific episode where where Zack is asking his actual dad, who is his favorite wrestler, and clearly it's not Zack.
Yeah. This
So
is another one of those things where I'm kind of just using context clues and guessing, because like I never actually watched a true Long Island Story.
Yeah.
Not a problem. These are supposed to be tough questions indeed. Okay. Let's see now.
Like, what's the best way to stump somebody who's a wrestling fan? Like talk about wrestlers that wrestling fans don't care about. It's the easiest way.
I mean, do people not care about Zack Ryder?
I
mean,
Zack
like-
Ryder.
I like him, but do I care about him? That's the
I don't
question.
care about his middle part in like WWE. But I care about him a bit more now. As
Yeah, Matt Cardona, like he's
Matt Cardona's
I
great.
feel like a
Yeah.
lot of those. I feel like a lot of those like John Cena era mid carders really are aging like fine wine though. Carlito,
he's putting on
Matt
his best work
Cardona,
these days.
Yeah, that's actually
Cody
a good point.
Rhodes.
You
Yeah.
actually made a good point there, Zero. You actually kind of I never thought of it that way, but you are kind of right. Because back
Yeah.
then, for some context, Matt Cardona is or was Zack Ryder. So Matt Cardona, once he left WWE and became Matt Cardona, he's now doing actually quite well for himself in the independent pro wrestling scene in North America,
Yeah.
where I believe he is the champion in one of the biggest American independent promotions called GCW Game Changer Wrestling, and he's made a buzz for himself essentially. So he actually really made some good buzz for himself by essentially being like the WWE guy in indie promotions. He
He
his
also won the
won that title in
NWA
a death
championship.
match.
yes
Yeah.
yes
He won a
death
title
match.
in a death match. So,
Yeah, who knew that he did death matches? This crazy bastard.
Yeah.
So
But,
I'll-
the crazy thing is he won,
a lot of
the
those-
NWA title, which is like really really great because he like
Yeah.
that is a really classic championship. If you win that, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the
the
only
10 pounds
title.
of
It's the
gold.
only title that hasn't changed in
Mm.
in the entirety
Yeah.
of the time I've been watching.
So yes, indeed. So it's pretty amazing to see Zack Ryder's a career actually, because it's quite a wild one. Indeed. Okay, folks. Okay, but okay, let's see. Let's see now. I've got everyone's answers keyed in. Okay, let's see now. Let's see, Johan, your answer is C for Brock Lesnar. And Uzziah and Zero, your answers are both D for John Morrison. And now let's see what the answer is. Drum roll, please. And the answer is John Morrison.
There we go.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, indeed. In fact, let me see. Do I have the sound right? You're using Uzziah.
Oh no, because it was really just to piss off Zack Ryder, just because.
That's why I guessed that, because like my thought process was like, you know, like I would have said Brock Lesnar because like he's kind of, you know, an obvious pick for a dad to like, but then I'm like, wait, no, like his dad's gonna be older, and then I was like, the oldest person on the list is like Billy Kidman, and I'm like, would he be? Well, not really. So then I was like, well, what if it's John Morrison, because like he was also a mid-carder at the time, so maybe they were like in a feud together.
He was the tag team partner. It was his tag team partner back then.
Tag team partner, okay, yeah. So like, you know, like I'm like, he probably did it for laughs, you know.
There was a time where they kind of intertwined, because there was this time when Morrison wrestled Dolph Ziggler for the US title at Survivor Series in 2011. And the fans were really upset because they were expecting Zack Ryder to get the title shot, but you know, after Morrison lost and Ziggler retained, then Zack Ryder came out and Madison Square Garden exploded.
Indeed.
It was quite a weird feud at the time, actually.
Yeah.
Oh man. So for context, John Morrison here, he goes by a lot of names now. If he's in AEW, it's Johnny Elite. When he's in WWE, it is indeed John Morrison still, I think. When he's in the Indies, it depends on the promotion. If it's Honor, if it's Ring of Honor, it's Johnny Honor, right? If it's Lucha Underground,
Ring of Honor before.
Johnny Mundo. So he goes by a lot of different nicknames.
Johnny Mundo was in Lucha Underground.
Exactly.
He used
Johnny
Mundo in
Impact,
AAA.
Johnny
and then
Impact.
he changed it to like Johnny Superstar,
Oh yes, Johnny
and then
Impact.
Johnny Caballero as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
funny
I
enough,
like
he's
that.
like, he's in Major League Wrestling now, and he's going by his real name. So it's like, okay.
He's like, all right, I'm
just
out of
stick to
ideas.
that, you know?
Like, I'm out of ideas.
Yes.
Like,
nothing
I
wrong with
like
being-
that
with
as a
calling
gimmick,
yourself John
like-
Hannigan, you know?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised John Hancock wasn't like one of these things.
John
yeah.
Hancock. Okay, wait. Let me see if I can play the soundbite of it. I'm sure. Mr. Carolyn doesn't mind if I play a soundbite of this.
We're on. Say what's up to the Zack Pack.
What's up to the Zack Pack?
Yeah, show him
Oh
those
my
guns.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, boom!
Yeah. Who's your favorite wrestler?
John Morrison.
What?
John Morrison.
Dad, this is my show. That's not what I told you
he
to
has
say.
great abs. He has a match at WrestleMania. you
Oh
know?
my
Dad!
God. There you go. That's proof right there. That's proof in the pudding. This was episode
John
5
Morrison.
of Z True Long Island Story.
I mean, even John Morrison had was doing his best work after he left the WWE for the first time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
John
wild.
Morrison was doing his best work. Like in AAA, I think he's actually the very first wrestler to actually to hold all 3 top AAA titles as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
And he's also the guy that knocked out that Harley Morenstein guy from Epic Mealtime.
oh yeah, that too. He was in a boxing match.
He was in
for,
a
what was that?
legit shoot boxing
Creators
match.
Clash, yeah.
He
Creators
was the
Clash,
guy who
indeed.
beat Austin Aries for
Yeah.
the Impact
yes.
World title, leading to that what apparently it was supposed to be a work shoot, which I believe, but you know,
It came off weird. That
did,
moment
yeah.
It came off
Whatever happened to
real
Austin
weird.
Aries,
Yeah. So yes, indeed. So congrats to Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona. Your legacy as one of the first, your legacy as the internet champion actually still sort of goes on, where he's been able to revitalize his career. People still remember him for this Z True Long Island Story series, and people are going to remember him for now his time as an independent wrestler. So good job. I'll give him an applause for that indeed. Congrats, Mr. Cardona. All right, enough of that. Okay, question 6. which is not a real pro wrestling move by Zack Sabre Jr. A. Orienteering with napalm death. B. Hurrah, another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march of progress will lead us all to happiness. C. Zack Driver. Or D. Aqua Regia.
I know nothing about. I know his name, but I know nothing about like his moveset.
Sabre Jr.
Zaku Sabre Jr. So yes, indeed. So I'll give you a little context here, Zero. So Zack Sabre Jr. is basically, he is a pro wrestler. He in fact wrestled in the CWC Cruiserweight Classic at one point. And he is basically one of the world's best, if not the best, technical / submission wrestler. When you want to see a pure submissions match, pure technical match, you go to Zack Sabre. Like gods, he can do so many. I don't know how he does it. He has an encyclopedia in his head, and it's just like wild the sort of shit that he can come up with. How the ways to tie you up, the ways to counter this and that. And he's currently in I believe he's a full timer right now in New Japan Pro
Yes,
Wrestling.
he is.
Yeah, so he's one of
He's
few
actually, I think he's leading TMDK now, I think.
Yes, yes, he is. Yes, and for some reason, many of his moves, they have rather complex and elaborate names, as you can see here.
Flowery.
Flowery is the word for it. Each of them are as a reference to it. If I'm not wrong, Hurrah is a reference to like a British comedy skit thing. He's British, by the way. Orienting with Napalm, I think this is a song name. Aqua Regia is also a song. Zack Driver is a unique one because this is one of the few finishers that originated from New Japan, as opposed to something that he came up with in the past in the independents. So indeed. So he's just one of those guys that has been traveling all over the world, wrestled a lot in USA, wrestled a lot in England, of course. Did a lot in and of course now he's in New Japan pretty often. Let's see now. Okay.
He's the current world TV champion as well.
Was that in Ring of... Was that a New Japan title or Ring of Honor?
Yeah, it's New Japan World. It's like the New Japan World TV Championship based on, you know, the New Japan World subscription service. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Let's see. I'll be keying everything in. So Zack Sabre is an interesting one for me to watch. Because whilst I actually do enjoy his matches these days, actually in New Japan, but in the past, let's say if you watch him in an independent wrestling show on YouTube, for instance, I almost use it more for workshop and taking down notes as opposed to enjoying the match, because you've heard me use the word grapple fuck, right? Zack Sabre Jr. is the poster boy of grapple fuck. Like at some point it ends up being more whole for whole as opposed to there being a story or whatever. Not not to say that he's a bad wrestler. No, far from it. But it becomes more about the technique than about like the match itself, and it can get.
He's what Kevin Nash would call a moves guy.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely can't say that about him right now. I think him being full time in New Japan actually did him a lot of good because it gave him a bit of an attitude. It gave him a lot of ego, and so he can really translate that into his wrestling now. So he gets to show off a little bit more of his personality in New Japan actually, which is a good thing. So now he's like a much more complete wrestler. So he's a lot more engaging to watch. But you don't just watch him for taking down notes, you know. So he's not a pro wrestler for.
Didn't he recently have like an in-ring kind of segment with Samoa Joe?
Yes, he did indeed. He did indeed. So
they're both feuding over like who the better television champion is.
Ooh, that's it. Ooh.
Speaking of which, and this could be another future question for you, Cornelius. But one of my favorite things to come out of AEW like recently was when Samoa Joe held both of the Ring of Honor and AEW TV titles.
Oh,
and he called himself the King of Television.
Oh yeah,
it was like just the greatest thing.
Oh man, Samoa Joe. Oh man, I can do an entire episode just on Samoa Joe. Honestly speaking.
Oh yeah,
it's like a lot of history.
Yeah, he's he's one of my guys. You know,
Joe's one of my favorites too.
yeah, I've
Former
got this the guys.
WWE commentator.
Oh man,
gosh,
look,
yeah.
like everything that he does, like he was not known as a mic guy at all, right? When back in the TNA days, then he sort of evolved and like then he's got this whole swagger to him. Like now he's like almost more known for his mic work than wrestling, which is like crazy to think about. If you know,
Like I feel like Joe's mic work is very, very underrated. But the thing is, he's got this very like booming voice as well. That when he talks, you better listen.
He's got a very good
He
voice
has a
for
very
wrestling.
commanding like voice and presence.
he does voice acting now. In fact, not just voice acting, he does acting now. I think
yeah.
you guys know what I'm talking about, right? He's
Although
Yeah.
I mean he is the body of Sweet Tooth in the Twisted Metal series coming out, but he wasn't the voice of him. But
yeah,
it's still cool to watch, you
Oh,
know.
absolutely.
The voice of King Shark though of the
Yeah.
new Suicide Squad game.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
See
too.
that would. I knew I shouldn't. I knew I should. I was wondering whether to use that as one of the questions. No, I need to make it harder.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's see. I think I've got everyone's question already. Okay, let's see now. Okay. Uzziah and Zero, you both answered C for Zack Driver. Johan, you answered D for Aqua Regia. Okay. Let's roll these rumbles. And your answer is D. Aqua Regia. Congrats. Let's see. Let's key in. Is there point for Johan? Johan, why did you choose Aqua Regia?
I mean, like, okay, so orienteering with Napalm Death, and then you've got Hurrah Another Year, which is like such a long-winded title, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these are the kind of moves that I know like Zack Sabre Jr. would be using, but then like when you add in a move which he calls Zack Driver, it just like it makes it like the odd one out, but it's something that I would expect Zack Sabre to like name a move of his, because it's like you have all of these elaborate names and then you have a simple name like Zack Driver. And as far as I can tell, I don't recall him having a move called Aqua Regia, so that kind of like
I didn't know hardly anything, so I just assumed like, well, you know, when I saw B, I'm like, that's absurd, so it's got to be real. You know, like so I'm like, okay, the odd one out here is Zack Driver, so that's what I had. That's what I guessed.
To be honest, I would love for Zack Sabre Jr. to wrestle in my PW once, just so I could call that move.
Oh jeez, that would be. That would, I believe Kevin Kelly has attempted that before with some success, calling this move. Oh, but Zack Sabre in my PW, that would be.
I assume they normally just call it hurrah.
Either they'll say something like "what a maneuver" or "what in the world is this?" Kevin Kelly has legit, I believe, at least once said the entire name of this before. So he's.
Nice.
So, not for the lack of try. So, so these are the two moves. I don't need to show the Zack Driver, because that, guess what, is a Michinoku driver. In fact, it was Taka Michinoku himself that gave the Michinoku driver to Zack Sabre Jr. So they
were Suzuki Gun stablemates for years.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Taka Michinoku even seconded Zack Sabre Jr. when he was like the Rev Pro heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
British heavyweight champion.
He was like his Paul Heyman at one point, so that was pretty neat actually.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. So these are the two moves. The left is orienteering with Napalm Left, and the one on the right is hurrah, the inexorable happiness of my shiny head, whatever. Hello there, Fluffy Wolfie. Welcome to Squared Circle Mate S tier. Yes. Okay. So basically. So, congrats to Johan for getting the answer correct. So these are the two moves.
I'm glad that the hurrah move is a submission hold, so that will take a bit of time to like call out the entire move.
Okay. Johan, do you know the technical term for the move on the left for orienteering?
Oh my god.
You know it.
Not
There you know
really,
it.
to be honest.
No, okay. So basically, it is a stretch muffler banana split combo. Yeah. So it's a wild complex move. So it's targeting multiple things. You're tying them up. There's almost no escape. And the one on the right is the one I think he uses the most often, which is the hurrah, inexorable happiness, poop in your pants move, where it's like a double Fujiwara situation. So he's got both arms tied up, essentially. He's got other moves as well. Hypernormalization is another one. I can't recall the rest because they're also quite wordy. European clutch hole, I suppose. That's not a very long one, but he uses that pretty often. You might learn something about wrestling here. Pretty interesting. Indeed. So this is the advanced version of Squared Circle Made Simple. Usually the questions are a lot more simple, which is like a gateway for a lot of people. This is not that episode. This is... even this question, which is not a real pro wrestling move by Zack Sabre. This is meant for the pro wrestling fans. So yes, Zack Sabre Jr. does this a lot. Oh yeah, and just fun fact, folks, Aqua Regia is a song by Sleep Token. A pretty, they're like a sexy.
I actually know of that.
Yeah. They got pretty viral on TikTok at one point because they are like one of the few heavy metal bands that you can almost consider as sexy heavy metal in that way, as opposed to either looking like long haired and grungy, or being weird. My hot take is that heavy metal these days can get very almost gimmicky sometimes, but that's besides the point. Anyways, question 7. Based on the New Day Feel the Power episode, The List, which was not a rejected New Day name? A. The Vibing Vision. B. House of Positive Energy, aka Hope. C. The Tribe. Or D. Trilogy. So, do you guys know what this refers to? You might, I think.
Kinda.
So, okay, I think everyone here knows the New Day, right? They're
of course.
They're a trio of wrestlers in the WWE. They're like one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated, tag team champions of all time in WWE. The guys have won accolades after accolades. Whatever championship they've been won by a male, they probably won it. U.S. Championship. I'm not sure about Intercontinental Championship, but even...
Oh, wait.
I'm sure, like, because Kofi has definitely won, like, every mid-card belt there was to win.
You're probably right. And the big one as well, Kofi Kingston was a former WWE Heavyweight Championship. That was an incredible...
As well as Big E. Yeah.
But yeah, now that you mention it, right? Would you count Big E as like WWE champion and Intercontinental champion as part of the New Day, even though they were in different brands?
But they're still under New Day though, like under the same
I
stable,
believe
so.
that he won the American or Intercontinental thing before he was part of New Day. But I mean, he's Big E. It's not like he changed his name, so why not? I am considering him as individual wrestlers as well. So yeah, I'm gonna shoehorn that in. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the only member who hasn't won anything else has been Xavier Woods, who's like only had tag belts.
To be fair to him, he won King of the Ring. He won
King of the Ring? I actually did not know that.
Was it last year or the year before? I don't remember.
He called himself like King Xavier.
Oh yeah, it was
for a little bit. Yeah. So I know a lot of people count out Xavier, but this is a guy that really had dipped his toes into a lot of stuff, gained a lot of success. Was very much, is in some ways like the mouthpiece of New Day. He's no slouch himself. Absolutely not a slouch. Let's see.
He's wrestled everywhere before that he came to the WWE as well.
Oh yes, indeed.
I remember him as Consequences Creed.
Ooh, that is a wild
one.
It was a deep cut.
TNA.
Yeah.
I think he even took part in the Super Junior Tag League in New Japan in 2010, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even.
I don't remember who he teamed up with though, but he was there. He was in that tournament.
Dang, indeed.
Yeah.
So, so basically, and also the New Day have their own podcast series actually called New Day Feel the Power, and one of the episodes, one of the most interesting episodes that they've ever done, was called The List, where I don't know how obvious this is, but it took a while for them to come up with a name, their faction's name, and in case if it's not obvious, having the right name is vitally important because that is your calling card. That is what people will be considering. That is the first impression. So they struggled with this. They struggled with this for a long while. They tried to get the right name, and to say that they had a lot of friction with the writing, with the WWE writing team on this was it lightly. So remember, I'm looking for which is not the rejected New Day name. So that means 3 out of 4 of these are actually rejected names. So these are were actually legit considered for the New Day. So they weren't. They had to struggle for that. So let's see now. I believe I have everyone's answer. Okay, let me just check. Okay, Johan and Uzziah, your answer is B, right? House of Positive Energy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Zero, you answered C, the Tribe, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let's roll these drums. Let's see which is the one that they did not reject. And your answer is A, the Vibing Vision. So let me explain. So unfortunately, sorry guys. No points given for this one. Oh, interesting.
Do you have the points listed somewhere?
I do. I have a little data sheet here to keep track of things. I see.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it's not on the screen or anything.
No. I'm keeping that little secret for myself. Don't worry, I'll reveal it at the end.
Secret time.
I see someone is in the lead. Very, very good. Let's see if you guys can keep up. But yes, so this is not a completely wrong answer because what it actually is, the Vibing Vision is, if I'm not wrong, it's actually Vibe and Vision that they rejected, not the Vibing Vision. They rejected Vibe and Vision. So it's a slight change. They weren't really into this either. So okay, so I'll list them out first. So House of Positive Energy. Hope. Can you imagine if the entire stadium chants hope? Like
that definitely, it's definitely a Vince McMahon idea.
Yeah, I believe these were by the writing team. If I'm not wrong, that's what they claimed in their episode.
That sounds like a name that they would be suited for as well.
Yeah,
maybe. So yeah,
even if it wasn't a Vince McMahon thing, even I would think that sounds like a New Day kind of name.
But they went into it. Like Kofi basically said that you can't chant that. That's like literally what he said in that podcast. So they went into that. The Tribe. Do I even need to say why this is they went into this one? Just because they're 3 African Americans, doesn't necessarily, not necessarily. So they went into that. Trilogy with 2 L's. Like I'm spelling this correctly with 2 L's.
Yes.
That's why they didn't want it.
It'd been cool if they had added an H, trilogy.
Oh,
Hey.
a little
That would be
better.
nice.
A little better. I doubt they were into that. I doubt they were into that.
I'm not 100% sure.
And then of course, I didn't add in this one, but I nearly did. Another one that was rejected was Healing Through Harmony. They didn't want they didn't want that because they don't sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arm, pain.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
So eventually they landed on, and mind you, this is not a short list. They had like 20 other names that were also rejected as well before they landed on the new on the New Day. Finally, yeah.
So here's a fun piece of Raida ZERO lore trivia. God, I'm stupid. Here's a fun piece of Raida ZERO trivia. During my debut stream, my intro was a variation of Big E's call out before their music hits.
Oh. Nice, nice. So is the it's a new day. Yes, it is.
No, I was like, oh, YouTube.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Hello, Don. Welcome.
Don't you dare be sour.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Hello, An.
Ooh, do I want to do that? I've got my own shtick. I've got my own shtick. I don't need to ape the new day. I've got my own thing going on.
You're a real pro wrestler. It's fine when I do it because I'm just a VTuber. You are also a pro wrestler.
Yeah, imagine if the new day gets rid of that. No, yeah, you're right. That'll be weird. Okay, but yes, indeed. Let's see. Let me just key this answer in. Wait. No, there's nothing to key in because none of you got it right. So yeah, it's fine. No questions. Okay, let's move on now, guys.
How many questions are there, by the way?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're in the final stretch.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you're gonna head off to the gym now, Ref Ryan? Ooh, nice. He's gymming now, Johan. This referee is gymming now. We'll see what happens.
All right,
in
have
the
fun,
future.
Ryan. Have fun with getting them gains.
Getting them swole. You better not be more swole than me, Ref Ryan. That'll be kind of awkward. Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Question 8. A pro wrestler recently promoted which Hololivers merchandise in a 3D live stream? A. Calliope Mori. B. Uzura Subaru. C. Takane Louis. Or D. Usada Pekka. Yes, I can link this to VTubing. I'm nuts.
Oh,
This is really S tier.
Really? Is it? I mean, do these 4 names ring a bell?
No,
Yes.
it is, but it's like if you actually watch the streams, then you actually know. It's like, oh boy.
Interesting.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to play the guessing game again.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if I'm wrong on this one. I'll be genuinely surprised if I'm wrong on this one.
Okay. So just so we're clear, when I say recently, I mean like within the past 7 days. So this is very, very recent.
Oh really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll still be very surprised if I'm wrong.
So do these 4 Hololivers, are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So VTubing and wrestling. In fact, let me actually read out. Okay. Let me do this. I'm gonna read out a quote actually that I saw that actually is pretty fitting concerning the link between pro wrestling and VTubing. Let me just pull that quote out. Let's see. Whilst you guys answer, let's see. Come on. Work with me. I really should. Okay. So this is the quote. VTubing is wrestling. Independent artists cutting their teeth, trying to develop characters and connect to an audience. Corporations trying to create characters for audience / having them leave to make money. Collabs are matches, legit real-life feuds that people don't like acknowledging that hurt performers due to egos and some people being children. It's wrestling, baby. So yes, there is a bit of parallel.
There are some correlations to it, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not
like I remember back when I was big into watching VTubers, because now that I am one, I don't really watch anymore. But back when I was big into watching VTubers, like whenever there would be a collab announced between 2 people I really wanted to see interact together, I'd be like, oh man, this is like the WrestleMania moment. You know?
Yeah, it does feel like that. Because it's kind of like, everybody has their own shtick as well. So basically, it is very similar to like pro wrestling too, what we're doing.
Like, I remember my biggest example of what a WrestleMania collab would have been was when Pekora collabed with Muna, because it had been built so long, like two shy loners basically like basically interacting through nothing but Minecraft for like the better part of like 3 more months. Like when it was announced they had a collab together, it was like huge deal.
Oh wow, you actually know of that whole saga.
Yeah.
I actually followed that as well. I actually watched I believe I watched the entire live stream of them finally getting to do that collab together. So that was huge deal. I even remember Botan actually, Shisho Botan actually like being a little sneaky and like spying on them a little bit. Oh my god, I can't believe I remember that specific moment. That was such a long stream as well indeed. So oh man. So you used to follow Pekora and Muna, I believe.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Hollow.
Ooh, awesome.
A lot of Hololive.
I would say yeah, I definitely followed Hololive, especially Hollow Myth. Like it's still like I definitely come from the Hollow Myth generation. Absolutely, they were my first real foray into the rabbit hole, as they do say.
Yeah.
Oh
Like my answer to this question is 100% based on old information, though. So the only thing I'm worried about is that if this is within the last 7 days, it's something that I might not know about. But
well, let's find out, shall we?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out.
Okay, let's see that. Okay, this is interesting because I believe Johan and Zero, you both answered for B for Uzura Subaru, and Uzaya, you answered A for Calliope. Mori the Reaper, Rapper goes a lot. Yeah, why did I do that? Anyways, drum roll.
Tough one.
And your answer is Chakanelu.
Oh, what?
This I was surprised by this as well. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys because I know this. I know. Wait, you know which wrestler, right? Zero.
The wrestler. I don't remember the name of the wrestler that was a big fan of Subaru, but she talked a lot about him on her streams. And I was like, that's that pro wrestling connection.
Yep.
So that's why I guess Subaru, but within the last 7 days, like I don't think I've heard anything about Subaru. So I was like, man.
Indeed. In fact,
and it's funny because my next guess would have been Louie, for no other reason than the fact that I think I saw fan art of her in a wrestling outfit recently.
I did not see that. But anyways, yes, it's this guy. It's the Great Okan. Another Great Okan answer.
Oh, he is the he is the one. He's the one who's a fan of Subaru.
Yes, this is Great Okan. He is from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Technically, his Oshi is in fact Uzura Subaru. I have featured this guy so many times on my channel. He's practically the mascot of my channel. I don't know what to feel about it. He's a strange man.
The only wrestle, like the thing that gets me about the Great Okan was his adventures in Las Vegas. Like
no, we do not talk about his adventures in Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
Especially with the Great Okan. It got so weird. No, why did you bring that up? No, the memories. The heart attack drill.
The one thing I will always associate him with.
Oh God.
So here's a really deep cut for you. It's I guess it's kind of off topic, but it's not. There is a wrestler who is a former football player. I don't even remember his name, so this is like a really deep cut. His finishing move is the Nico knee.
Oh no!
What's his
I
name?
know who you're talking about.
Brendan.
Because it's getting into the whole territory thing. Let's not mention his name. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't think he's too active right now because he's busy with other things right now. If you get what I mean.
I don't. I have no idea what you mean.
Yes, you do.
Now that is new. That is news to me.
No, it's the guy who does the Nico knee, right?
Yeah.
So he's
Isn't he
busy
with
with
the WWE now as like part of
Yes.
Maximum Male Models or
yes,
something? Yeah.
yes, yes. Valen Williams.
God.
He is. I believe his Twitter handle is still the Great Black Otaku, right? So he's like he loves like anime culture and stuff. For
Yeah.
sure. He's not doing other things right now. Yes, indeed.
Look it
Yes,
up.
indeed. So Greater Khan, yes, his Oshi is without a doubt still Uzora Subaru to the point where and
Great choice.
I've made this as a question before. He legit like fought off some people that were bullying Subaru's mascot in a Hololive convention at one point. Like literally like did wrestling. He wrestled against him.
Truly the best of us all.
Yes, indeed. We all aspire to be Great Okan. No, I can't say that with a straight face. I'm not.
I mean, the Great Okan is a model citizen. Didn't he like save someone from being robbed or something?
He
like
saved a
that?
little girl from a
Yeah.
kidnapping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He saved
Yeah.
a little girl from a kidnapping.
While
That's right.
while still being the
Sad,
Great
I love
Okan, mind you, it was
Yeah.
a very strange thing. So he's a
Like,
good lad.
Yeah.
I have no idea anything about his actual career, but like from what I know about him and what I just learned about him in the stream, like he's one of my favorite people of all time.
Oh, absolutely. He is part of the
Grow up, I
United
wanna be
Empire
Great Okan.
faction in New Japan. He is legitimately a very good wrestler. He's adopted the Subaru style sheep killer technique multiple times. He's pulled out multiple times. Kevin Kelly has literally said the word sheep killer before whilst he did this move. So it's canon now. It's canon. It's canon event.
Nice.
Love our wrestlers when they are geeking out over things that they.
Oh, yeah,
over
of course.
nerdy stuff that they love.
Absolutely. And
It brings us closer together. Right?
Look at
Exactly.
Tanahashi. He's like a huge Kamen Rider mark.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Kenny Omega. Like the
Yeah.
only reason I know about Kenny Omega before AEW was because he was really big into Street Fighter. And when Street Fighter
Yes,
5
absolutely.
was coming out,
it's to
it
the
was
point-
like a huge.
He was in the Kobe trailer, which is so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was,
right. He was Cody. He was Cody.
Yeah. He was cool.
He was he actually was on an episode of Excellent Adventures.
You
with
know
Texas
that. You
Cross.
know that
Yeah.
channel. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't believe you know that. That was such a long time ago. God, I
know.
feel old now.
Like Xavier Woods was also on that.
Yeah.
He was on an episode.
Oh wow, he was. Yes. Oh my
yeah,
god.
Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega, not at the same time, but they did have an actual encounter at a tournament for Street
yeah.
Fighter.
They fought against
Like-
each other
like-
with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Years before Forbidden Door,
Mm-hmm.
we had the real Forbidden Door
Exactly.
with Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega.
I
Yeah.
think one thing that I think a lot of people, if you would know, if you pull like AKB48, one of AKB48's like music videos, Kenny Omega was in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need to research that now.
Not just Kenny Omega, freaking Kenta Kobashi was.
Oh
like
yeah, Kenta
there as
Kobashi
well.
as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He was there too.
Damn.
But that's the thing, because back then there was an AKB48 member, Asuka Kuramochi. She was a huge Kenta Kobashi fan. There was one time where there was one time they covered her and another member, I couldn't remember who, going to a pro wrestling Noah show just so she could meet Kenta Kobashi backstage.
Oh wow, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that's wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
And she was like literally fangirling over him. It was
It's Kenta
crazy.
Kobashi, man. Who wouldn't? Who
Yeah.
wouldn't? Yeah. So yes, so Great Okan has definitely done stuff for Subaru a number of times before. So it was quite unexpected to see him actually promoting Louis' merchandise actually. So he was actually like this was a Louis 3D performance live stream. But he was also there, like in his in a training center apparently, to shill her merchandise. That was pretty unexpected because he's not known to be a big fan of Louis. Actually, I'm not sure if he is, but he just wanted.
Maybe
to.
he was feeling a little pink that day, you know.
Maybe. So he's definitely
And like it's not very off-brand when you think about it, because like if you're a fan of Subaru, like I could see you also liking Louis.
I
You
can
know,
see
like
that, I
they've
can
got
see
different energies about them, but I do consider them both as a type of big sister.
Yeah,
Kinda
I can see that. I can see that. This is still within the Hololive universe, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yes. Let's see. Let me just check the tallies. Let's see now. Wait. So okay. No one got that correct, but this is a pretty tough question indeed. Okay. So let's keep this train going. Let's keep this train going with let's see the second last question. Question 9. In what year did the WWE Women's Championship replace the Divas Championship? A. 2005. B.
Easy.
2012. C. 2016. D. 2020. So this is one of my few numbers question. I suppose. I don't usually pull this out too often because this involves knowing the years and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, let's do this once. So I know,
I was actively watching during this period.
Oh dang, you were.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
This was actually because like I'm a belt mark. That's what's I'm a belt mark. So like the most excited I've been in a long time has been recently when there's a lot of belt shit happening, right?
Yeah.
And obviously the same thing was happening at another point when this happened. So like, yeah, I'm very familiar.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God, you guys! I'm just gonna drum roll this right now. And your answer to this is C. 2016 across the board. Oh my God, guys! Oh my God! So you mentioned being a belt markers. All three of you belt marks here.
I love every single time there's a new champion design
Oh, yeah.
or new championship gets established. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, that's so cool.
Dang.
So I remember this
only-
explicitly
yeah.
because Charlotte was the Divas champion at the time. And like there was discourse all over online about like, oh, it's the women's revolution. If we want to take the women seriously, we got to stop calling them the Divas. We got to get the butterfly belts off of them. And like this was 2016. So when Charlotte was presented the new generation's WWE Women's Championship, which is currently known as the Raw Women's Champion, which has just been replaced again by the WWE Women's Champion. Like it's very accurate. That's like, so when Asuka got the new belt, when she was on SmackDown but was Raw Women's Champion, and she was the one that was christened the new WWE Women's Champion, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense because the Raw Women's Championship is the Women's Championship that carried, the legacy of the previous Women's Championship and shit.
Yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, the SmackDown Women's title, the blue one, which I prefer the design of, was a brand new title introduced afterwards, later down the line.
Indeed. So, just to give it a little bit of, so I know that the past several questions, look, by the nature of WWE being the biggest promotion on the planet, they're the one with the most reach. It is pretty easy to have some criticism against them and this and that. But I thought I thought I'd give a question that was is sort of a bit of a positive thing, a bit of a positive spin actually for the Dubba because so this is a bit of a history lesson for you guys here. I didn't realize this at the time. So what we knew as the WWE Women's Championship, so actually started off as the NWA Women's Championship, going all the way back to 1956, and then when it was when the rights were brought into WWE, then it became the WWE Women's Championship, and that continued on from 56 all the way to 2010. So a good long while, and from 2010, that's when they introduced the Divas Championship. no, if I got my information correct here, 2008 to 2016. So they retired the WWE Women's Championship for a long time. This was the one held by folks like Trish Stratus, Alita.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the final women's champion before it got retired was actually Lay Cool.
Layla, right?
It was a female wrestler named Layla, if I'm not wrong. I'm not very sure.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
Layla and
Layla was
Michelle
the one who
McCool.
was officially recognized. Okay,
Yes.
because like they literally split the title in half, and because Lay Cool was a tag team, and they each carried one half of the belt, and I'm pretty sure when the titles were unified, it was a triple threat match between Lay Cool and the current Divas champion at the time, I think.
Awesome.
Probably.
Awesome. Yes, indeed. So, what happened was, just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Let's see. So yes, indeed. So then and it's not to say that the Divas Championship didn't have any good wrestlers. No, there was some, especially in I believe the later years where folks like Paige and AJ Lee, they really stepped up. So
Natalia,
yes, indeed. So
Beth Phoenix.
indeed,
The problem with the belt wasn't necessarily the belt. Like a lot of people consider it a symbol of what the women's division was back then. So the belt gets a lot of that. But the belt itself, I think it's kind of fine because it's like a response to what TNA was doing, because their women's division was called the Knockouts. So they had a Knockouts champion. The WWE called their women's the Divas. So they're like, all right, fuck it, let's call it the Divas Championship. But the problem back then was that even though there were some good wrestlers in the women's division, that's not what WWE were focusing on. And even the good women's matches were super short and basically were like piss breaks.
They were fillers,
Because because nobody had a reason to care. Like it's not like nobody wanted to care. It's just, we knew WWE wasn't gonna give a fuck, so why should we?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Apologies, I was caught up with something. So yes, indeed, and right now, if I'm not wrong, so it was folks like Paige, AJ, Nikki Bella, Michelle McCool. Since that, so these are like the more well-known names, including and Natalia as well that Zero mentioned. So yes, indeed. So the women's legacy in WWE has always been a bit of a tumultuous one, to say the least. There was actual genuinely good talent. I remember watching women's wrestling back then, and I was like, I thought a big appeal of women's wrestling, even back then, during let's say Trish Stratus' era, was like, yes, they're beautiful women and all that jazz, very attractive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because the ladies are known for their flexibility, so you get to see them like pretzel each other around, which is always pretty fun to watch.
yeah.
I personally thought.
Who here has played the game Rumble Roses?
I do.
Oh, jeez.
That game.
I was just thinking about that.
There was
The
some
H
crazy.
moves.
There was some crazy moves that I actually would love to see being done in a real match from Rumble Roses.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Rumble
for
Roses had
instance,
some.
Dixie Clement's finisher, which is like, she kind of goes into a Texas Cloverleaf position, but slingshots the wrestler first before locking the move in and stretching them back.
Slingshot.
I want to see that in real life.
Wait,
I really like Miss Spencer, her tricolor suplex, which is literally just like a German followed by a tiger followed by a dragon,
Oh god.
and because the triple Germans have been used by Benoit and Kurt Angle, and now Brock Lesnar uses like a million of them.
Yeah.
But using 3 different kind of belly to back suplexes in a row, is really cool to me, ending in a bridging pin.
Nice.
I remember like watching Reiko Hinomoto's like angel dive double.
Yeah, the
moonsault. I
double
was like,
rotation moonsault.
is that even possible? Then I'm like, oh yeah, Ricochet and Jack Evans would do those as well.
Yeah.
If Ricochet can't do it, it's not possible.
Yeah, I don't think he pulls it off anymore. It's just way too risky these days.
Unless
for-
it's a steel cage match where there's a bit more hype. Yeah.
maybe.
So much space.
Wait, slingshot? What do you mean by slingshot into a clover leaf?
Well, not really slingshot. I think it's more like oh man, I don't know how to describe it.
Well,
Like,
think about what's that move called? Where somebody gets you in like kind of the hold for a Boston Crab before you turn them over,
Yeah.
and then you just catapult them by falling backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something like that. That's
It's
what
like
I would
that.
say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That is interesting. That's interesting. I could see that kind of working. I could see that.
A lot of cool moves in that game.
Interesting.
Sunrise suplex. I don't even know what to call that,
Wow.
but like it's a really cool
Okay,
move.
interesting. I was
Yeah.
thinking I thought maybe like Rumble Roses was influenced by Joshi wrestling, but it seems like it goes even more even beyond like the craziness of Joshi
I guess
wrestling.
there are some. I wouldn't really call it influenced by. I mean, maybe there is some influence of Joshi wrestling, but it seemed to be like his own thing.
Okay.
It actually uses the same engine from Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So like it's a good wrestling game.
It's
The
like
problem
Yuke's,
is there's not
Yeah.
a whole lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
that's
your
true.
wrestling games. Jeez.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it by Yuke's as well?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it
Yeah.
was developed by Ukes.
Oh, Ukes.
I feel like, yeah,
Damn. So
they
wow,
developed
Ukes is
Rumble Roses. Konami published the game. Yeah.
Mhm.
damn Ukes.
Yeah.
That they're making Fight Forever, aren't they? AEW Fight Forever.
Yeah.
They are developing Fight Forever. Fight Forever is published by THQ Nordic. So THQ kind of rose from has risen from the dead, I would say.
Wow.
In a big way, yeah.
Interesting. Are you guys looking forward to Fight Forever, or not really? It's okay if you're not.
I am. I've
am.
been watching the trailers thus far. The game looks fun. I mean, obviously visually there's a lot to, there's a lot people would like critique about, but I mean, the fact that Ukes is creating it, the fact that Kenny Omega went out of his way to get like Sin Sophia, which was known as Aki, like back in the days when they made all of the well-known wrestling games, especially for the Nintendo 64, like the Virtual Pro Wrestling series in Japan, which featured all Japan wrestlers, and then they converted it into the US market to feature WCW guys and WWE guys. I mean, many people consider WWF No Mercy to be like one of the greatest wrestling games ever, and it's really
Right.
hard to argue with that because it is an amazing game. So, and Kenny Omega is like a huge fan of that grappling style as well, of that gameplay. So he wants to incorporate that into Fight Forever. So I'm really looking forward to it. Although, funny enough, since I brought it up, there is a wrestling game called Ultra Pro Wrestling, which is an independent-made wrestling game
Oh.
that features mainly fictional wrestlers, but they are using the Aki No Mercy engine. And they just announced what was going to be their first DLC wrestler, who happens to be the late great Chris Candido. So they're also
what?
looking. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna bring in like actual wrestlers in as like DLC at some point, and they're polling as to like they're taking like suggestions and ideas on who fans would like to see in the game as well at some point.
Well, maybe I should nominate myself then.
You know what? That's a good idea. Nominate yourself. Who
Ultra
knows?
Pro
We'll see
Wrestling.
Cornelius Lowe in Ultra Pro Wrestling.
Oh,
yeah.
I should do some research on that, but it's kind of wild that their first DLC is Chris Candido of all people. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should.
I
Nice
was
little
surprised,
tribute.
but it's a great kind of surprise because Candido was an amazing wrestler too. Super underrated as well.
Interesting indeed. Okay. Let me just get these tallies up. Okay. Everyone got this correct all across the board. Is this an S tier question? I thought this would be an S tier question. Nope. This is why I don't pull out the years type of question that often.
Well, to be fair, if you were to ask somebody who didn't know like wrestling, they wouldn't be able to tell you this. You know.
I mean, for me, this is probably the easiest of the questions thus far.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah?
is actually because it's pretty like easy to understand about the women's. If you understand about the women's revolution as a whole, you would understand the timeline of.
Oh yeah.
Totally,
I see. Okay, understood. All right.
Speaking of women's revolution, you guys have to check out Stardom's All-Star Grand Queendom show from the Yokohama Arena.
We'll come and check it out.
Speaking of foreign female wrestlers, I mention this wrestler all the time, even though like I keep forgetting her real name. But there's like a really short Joshi pro wrestler who calls herself the littlest kaiju.
Is it Mio Yamashita? No.
Is that her name?
Does she have like fur on her or something?
Yeah. She wears like fur.
She was in AEW for a little while, wasn't she, or something?
Was she? Oh shit.
What up with her?
I don't know. I just wanted to mention her because I mention her all the time.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. She was like, her entrance gear involves like some brown fur, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I do know.
The Tokyo Joshi wrestler, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think she is. I think she's from TJPW. Yes. Yeah. Good, definitely a good wrestler. Some of the world's best wrestlers. Some of the wildest innovations in pro wrestling are done by Joshi Puro for sure.
Yeah, like even the Stardom show at Yokohama Arena, two of the matches were amazing to watch. That was Saya Kamitani taking on Mina Shirakawa for the Wonder of Stardom Championship. That was great. And then this is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna sound crazy coming from me, who has been watching wrestling for like decades. But the main event, which was Julia taking on Tam Nakano for the World of Stardom Championship, that is, to me, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, that is the greatest wrestling match I have ever seen in my entire life.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
that's a big claim. All right.
Yeah.
Shit. Julia versus Nakano. Okay.
Yeah.
I should check it out.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
a really
recent,
great
right?
match.
This is recent, right?
Yeah, this was, I think there are like highlights of the match on Stardom's YouTube channel as well. So you could probably check it out. But everything about that match was perfect. From the build-up leading to the match and the history between the two, to the way the match went as well. I thought that it was perfection. And
All right.
and being so invested in their feud is like, I don't know of any other match. I mean, I'm pretty sure there could be any other match in future that could top it, but for now, this was the best one I've ever seen. And
wow.
and that's a crazy thing for me to even say or even think about, because like after I watched that match, I was like, this has got to be the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Damn, considering this
Yeah.
is coming from you, that's wow. So you heard this, folks. Go check out Stardom. Julia, which is a Giulia versus Tam Nakano. That's one that Johan here highly.
I think the greatest wrestling match I've ever seen is Cameron versus Alicia Fox.
I mean, Alicia is known to have like the world's best Northern Lights. You know, you can't deny that. You can't deny that.
It's a nice Northern Lights.
Nice Northern
Yeah.
Lights. Northern Lights. Right. We've all right, folks. We have come to the last question, and I believe all three of you know what the last question is.
Oh, really?
Do I?
Yes, we do. We've discussed this already.
Oh,
Question 10. Give me your best pro wrestling
yeah.
hot take. Hot take time, folks. Hot take time. We're getting in trouble. We're in trouble now. So, pro wrestling is interesting because it is an activity that has, in some ways, has crossed many generations. Unlike VTubing, pro wrestling is literally more than a century old. there have been different ways people think about pro wrestling. There have been different ways it's been presented, different ways to practice it, different ways, and how it's evolved in different places over the many decades. So there are lots of opinions about it. Some valid, some invalid, and some just lupus, just all the lupus. Yeah.
Some lupus.
yeah. I don't know. It's lupus this time, I'm sure. I don't know. So you will get all sorts of different opinions. So let's see now. So this is the one question I've never done this before. This is the one question where before the stream even started, I told them about this, so they've got time to prep for this. Did you?
Yeah.
I got something already.
I didn't need to.
I got
You
one.
didn't need to. Okay, so essentially, how I'm doing this is how we're going to score this is that it has to be a hot take. So it can't be something like. It can't be something that everyone agrees with, like say for example, Kurt Angle is a female wrestler. That's just, sorry, Kurt Angle is a male wrestler. Everyone can agree with that. I think he's birthed so many children after all, or something that is completely incorrect, like saying something like WWE isn't that big. No, that's just factually wrong. That's just factually wrong. So it has to be something in between, an opinion, and the spicier, the better. Without, please, without breaking YouTube TOS or getting me in serious hot water. And hopefully, if you guys get yourself in hot water, sure, whatever. But So don't drag us down with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
So I will.
Okay,
choose...
so I have hot takes for every everything that I'm into. I have like 1 star level hot take that I save.
All right.
And this will be one of them.
All right, S tier hot take indeed. Okay, so I will choose essentially I will choose. So you are basically playing to the choir here, and I am the choir. So I will be the judge as to what it means by the best pro wrestling hot take. So okay, you know what, Johan, you go first.
Oh, I'm gonna start.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. All right, here goes. This is about MJF.
Oh, spicy! We're off to a great start already. Love it.
Okay. I'll give the devil his due, no pun intended, because he has put on some great matches. The match he had with John Moxley at Full Gear was great. There's no denying that the match that he had with Bryan Danielson in the Iron Man match is easily one of the better matches of the year as well. And the 4 Pillars match that he had at Double or Nothing was also a lot of fun. And
oh, you mean the mid card match?
Yeah, I guess so. and who knows? Fingers crossed. Maybe he and Tanahashi can work some magic together at Forbidden Door. But I think he's probably the most overrated guy on the mic.
Ooh.
Because
that's a good one.
Here's the thing. I think his best promo to date was when he opened up about his childhood in the midst of his feud with CM Punk. I thought, to me, that was easily one of the best promos of the year, if not the best promo of the year from last year. But everything else since then all fell downhill. Like, I did not enjoy his little pipe bomb the night after Double or Nothing. And it feels like when he's in a mic war against anyone he's up against, he gets owned. And like he got owned by William Regal. He got owned by Ricky Starks. He got owned recently by Adam Cole, and then he got owned by Darby Allin. He got owned by Sammy Guevara. Hell, I'll go so far as to say that he even got owned by Jungle Boy Jack Perry on the mics.
Oh, what was he?
Well, to be fair, since he is a heel, he is kind of supposed to get owned on the mic.
What do you mean by owned
That's
here,
true,
Johan?
but what I mean is that his promos have become so predictable. Like you kind of know what he's gonna be saying based on who he's gonna be cutting a promo against. Like, for instance, when he cut a promo against Ricky Starks, he's gonna bring up the fact that people think that Ricky Starks is like the second coming of The Rock. And then, like, when he was cutting a promo against Adam Cole, I was like, I know these two guys are gonna have a great promo battle, but at some point he's gonna bring up the fact that he's gonna somehow bring up the fact that Adam Cole was gonna be like Keith Lee's manager at some point, according to what Vince McMahon wished. And I'm like, I would have loved or expected something a little bit more spicier or a little bit more creative from MJF than taking, you know, making WWE references, because it ends up becoming predictable. And it ends up becoming like, yeah, he's gonna pull that out of the bag. So I don't know. I mean, ever since that promo he did, opening up about his childhood, you know, the issues he has with anti-Semitism back as a kid and such. There's nothing else that he has done on the mic since then that really impressed me. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of. I mean, I know the guy is great on the mics, but he hasn't been. The stuff that he does hasn't been amazing to me, and that is my pro wrestling hot take.
Interesting. Okay. Without doubt, this is definitely a hot take. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Johan. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, I can't wait for the letters being sent to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So your hot take is MGF is overrated on the mic. Okay. Zero, you're next. What's your hot take?
Chris Benoit
Oh gods.
didn't do it.
Go on. You opened your mouth.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Chris Benoit was not the one who did the bad thing to himself and his family. He was offed. I'm trying to keep this TOS friendly. He was offed. He was offed by Kevin Sullivan, and we'll never find out the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Debatable, but yeah. I
Well,
mean, I
of
can
course
kinda
it's
see
debatable.
it. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I can
How did Kevin Sullivan get involved in this? I'm actually not too familiar with Kevin's involvement in this.
So he and Chris Benoit, like Kevin Sullivan, Chris Benoit's wife, woman, actually used to be married to Kevin Sullivan. And at one point, woman became Chris Benoit's on-screen manager, and that's when like a relationship started forming. And yeah, like that's one of the big reasons like Chris ended up leaving WCW was because Kevin Sullivan was like one of the main backstage like bookers and stuff like that. And yeah.
It's kind of funny because Kevin Sullivan was the one who booked Benoit and Woman to be together as well, and this was during a time when kayfabe was alive and well. So when Chris Benoit and Woman was out dating, they were dating for real because they wanted to maintain the kayfabe nature as well, as Kevin Sullivan instructed them to do. So one thing led to another, and they ended up and Woman ended up with Chris Benoit. Though to their credit, Benoit and Sullivan did have a very good feud in WCW back then as well. I enjoyed that feud. Yeah.
So like this is definitely, it's a conspiracy theory for sure. But I like conspiracy theories. And you can find a lot of videos on YouTube. Like it'd be kind of insane to go through all of it now. Especially because like some of it like I'm shaky on because I haven't like I try to stay away from that stuff now because it's like, you know, Chris Benoit was literally my first favorite wrestler. So like now whenever you look up anything on Chris Benoit, it's always going to be about that. It's always going to be like bad shit. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking avoid that. So it's been a long time since I've actually done a deep dive into the situation. But there's a lot of interesting things about the investigation, for sure.
I'm a huge Benoit fan as well, so that incident broke my heart.
Oh yeah.
Everything came about. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, even to this day, I still can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like one thing by Finger 11 is still like one of the saddest songs for me because of that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like little fucking. How old was I? 17. Okay, maybe not little.
Like
But
you
still,
know,
like-
even when Roosh used whatever as his theme song in CMLL, it felt very like odd to actually hear that theme again.
Yeah.
Even if it was used by a different wrestler.
It
I'm
felt
like,
wrong,
oh, man.
honestly, to me.
It felt wrong. It felt unnerving. I think that's the way I wanted to say it. Because I was watching I wanted to watch the finals of the CMLL Universal Championship Tournament from 2013, I think, and that was when Tanahashi wrestled Roosh. And when Roosh came out to that, I was like, this does not feel right somehow.
Yeah. Like it's like the biggest stain on wrestling.
Yeah.
And my hot take is that he didn't do it. Do nothing.
At one point, Chris Benoit was my favorite wrestler as well.
He was amazing in the ring. Like
no one questioned that. No one. That's not a hot take. That's not.
Yeah,
a hot take.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
amazing
absolutely
wrestler,
not, yeah.
absolutely. It's just what happened after. It is the darkest moment in pro wrestling history. It's
and like it ruined like my favorite WrestleMania moment too because now
same.
Like you never see that ever. But it's one of the most iconic. You know. It's a heartbreaker, man.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Okay.
I mean, like, whenever people bring up, like, oh, what's your favorite WrestleMania moment? It's like, I want to mention, like, Benoit winning the world title and celebrating with Eddie Guerrero, but it just doesn't feel comfortable for me to say it, like, just to utter his name. So it's like, the next closest thing, what would be the next closest thing to a great WrestleMania moment? Probably Edge spearing Jeff Hardy, like, high in the air in that TLC match. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean,
Edge spearing Mick Foley into a burning table.
Oh, that too.
Kofi winning championship. So, you know, it's not like there's no other happy moments, no other positive moments.
There's plenty. Yeah. Definitely.
There are.
Daniel Bryan winning the title at 30.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Miracle on Bourbon Street.
Okay, so so congrats Zero. If I'm not gonna say that it's the best one yet, but it's definitely the saddest take for me. Because like again, I'm not
spicy.
Yeah, it's the sad kind of spice. It's like the kind of hot pot that you eat that like, oh, this brings back memories. a sad pot.
I wasn't prepared for this though.
Should have seen it coming. Okay, Zero, it's your. Give me your best pro wrestling hot take. Come on, what you got, huh?
What? Zero.
Don't be a wimp.
I don't think his name's Zero.
I'm sorry. God damn it. Come on, Uzziah, give me your best hot take. My brain's all scrambled now.
How am I gonna go after Chris Benoit?
Yes, you can. Come on.
It's possible.
Come on.
God, I was thinking. I think I had to wrap it up a bit. I don't think. Okay, my hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Oh my God, I am feeling the pressure from the question before. I don't think it's about New Japan.
Okay.
I don't think I like how. My hot take is the New Japan titles don't mean that much anymore. To like the heavyweight titles. There's no sense of championship to it, as you know, as they retired the old IWGP title, which
Ah.
I think is the most stupidest thing they have ever done. Which
I
that
think-
title,
I think
that
that's a pretty common opinion, though, isn't it?
I don't know. Some people really like the how like all the IWGP stuff is like, but I don't think like winning the IWGP is. No, I don't think so. It used to be better than winning the WWE championships or any other championships.
Mm.
But-
Now, I mean, now that belt just looks like a toy.
Okay.
And the IWGP US title being the number 2, I don't like it. It basically I don't know. It's becoming too westernized. It's losing its character. New
I
Japan.
mean, it is the United States title, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
it's-
this is actually a good topic for a podcast because I have a lot to say about it too. To be
Yeah.
Oh
actually-
jeez. Oh jeez.
mean-
Where have we begun? Where have we started?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like, okay, I can see where Uzaya's coming from because so I'll also add on to that too.
All right, go ahead.
Just to strengthen it up as well. I can kind of see what New Japan were trying to do when they rebranded the IWGP title to the World Heavyweight Championship because technically, I mean by name, by title itself, the IWGP Heavyweight title is not a world title, but so I guess I can understand why they're doing that. For me, the biggest cardinal sin was when they decided to unify the IWGP Intercontinental title along with it because
Mm.
that title has a very strong legacy. For the amount of years that it was around, it actually had a great legacy with a lot of great matches, and much of it was also due to Shinsuke Nakamura being the greatest IWGP Intercontinental Champion in history as well.
Exactly.
So, and a lot of great matches, like especially the match that Nakamura and Ibushi had at Wrestle Kingdom 9, I think. That was a fantastic match. That it's one of the best Wrestle Kingdom matches ever held for that title as well. So unifying that title with the IWGP Heavyweight title to make the IWGP World Heavyweight title is I just didn't agree with it as well. And I also agree that I also do agree that the United States title should have not been like the secondary main title. Even though the stock of that title was brought up tremendously when Omega and Chris Jericho had that match at Wrestle Kingdom 12, so I can sort of like see where that is, but yeah, and I think we also have to take into consideration that the IWGP World Heavyweight title was a very cursed title in its infancy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It
also,
is.
I mean, not taking anything away from Kota Ibushi or Will Ospreay or even Shingo Takagi for that matter, because they're all amazing wrestlers, but I wouldn't say that title had a very good start with those three guys. I think it only started taking off with Okada.
Mm.
It is. It's.
Yeah.
I just don't like how it feels like it's like removing a bit of history. It's supposed to be a very long title, and I like
Yeah.
that New Japan has always been having long-running titles. They add more titles, but they have that as their
Yeah.
adding point.
If I
That is
recall
what
correctly,
New Japan is.
if I recall correctly, the IWGP, that title is held by very, very few wrestlers over the past several years. Like at one point, it was only held by very, very, very select few people: Naito, Okada, Tanahashi, maybe Omega as well. So like very, very
And
few
AJ
people.
Styles, yeah.
And AJ, yes.
It was
AJ
like those
Styles.
four, and then,
Didn't Brock Lesnar have that at one point?
Or was it the other one? The other
Man,
IWGP?
yeah, I was actually there for his title defense against Shinsuke Nakamura, and it
Oh my
was
God.
horrible to watch.
Dang.
That was the
Wait,
cool
why was it
IWGP
bad?
back
What
then.
was it bad?
There was 2 belts.
I mean, the thing with Brock Lesnar's matches in New Japan was that he is going to win. There's no way he is going to put anybody over. And like the matches he had were very short. His first match against Masahiro Chono and Kazuyuki Fujita in what was probably the very first three-way dance for the IWGP title. That was a short match. the match he had with Manabu Nakanishi lasted for less than 5 minutes after, and then he had a match with Nagara, with Yuji Nagara, which lasted for like 6 minutes or so. The match he had with Shinsuke Nakamura was lucky to have been 10 minutes at most, but it was pretty much like I can understand what the story was, because Nakamura back then, he was very lanky. He wasn't like well built as he is now. He was like very lanky as well. So he had no chance against Brock Lesnar. And the story was that Nakamura decided to go over to the US to bulk up, do a lot of weight training, because much of his training was based on conditioning and, submission grappling and all that. He didn't focus on like strength and building up his body like Tanahashi did. So that was like his story arc after that match. And then like, who else did Lesnar defended the title against? He defended the title against Akebono in a really, really bad match.
Oh jeez.
I think like his best title defense, and this is just a stretch, was when he defended the title against Giant Bernard. That was the very last IWGP title defense that he had before he threw a fit over like, I don't know, contractual issues or some sort, and decided to just like go back to the US while taking that IWGP title he had with him. And that was when he was actually supposed to defend it against Tanahashi. But because of that, New Japan had to scramble and put together a 6-man tournament at the very last minute, with Tanahashi winning it. But yeah, that was New Japan back then was in a very, very rough spot. It was far from it. It was far from what it is today. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My hot take is just New Japan's not is what it was before. It's not the.
Johan, you should pass.
It's
You
a-
should make some questions for me actually.
Actually, that's a
Yeah.
very valid hot take by Uzaya. I have to agree as well.
Yeah.
So your hot take,
it-
Uzaya, is that the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship is overrated?
It's not over. I think make it simple. New Japan is not as prestigious as before.
Okay. I can see that. Okay, New Japan.
Yeah, that's to be honest, even as a huge New Japan fan, I think that's also a valid hot take as well.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. So lay the cards on the table here. So for Johan, it's MGF's mic work is overrated. For Zero, it's Chris Benoit didn't do it, and for Uzaya, it's the New Japan Pro Wrestling is not as prestigious as it was. I have to pick one now. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry, Selma, and Louise. Oh boy. Let's see now. Okay, we have to go back to the definition of a hot take. Something in between divides the room, and the word best is something that I am the judge of. The best. Okay.
Best of you.
And all that jazz. Let's see, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a fee. We've said all that we can say already. But in the end, there can only be one. Let's see now. Oh, my brain's rock. Okay. All right. I'm gonna drum roll this. Okay. The best pro wrestling hot take, as judged by yours lowly, is Johan Singer. You get a point. Congrats. Okay.
Thank you.
And I know that this might surprise some folks. This might surprise some folks because, yes, no doubt that what Zero said, it easily got the most emotional reaction out of me. No question there, because I'm a big Chris Benoit guy myself. In the past, I used to study his matches. I used to he was my guy at one point, even more so than Eddie Guerrero at that time. However, and Zero, you can disagree with me as much as you want. The conspiracy theories could be investigating this harder than the U.S. police, perhaps. I do think that the U.S. authorities at the time were taking this case rather seriously. So is this a thing that will divide people? On the other hand, Johan's a hot take of MJF being overrated on the mic, that will definitely divide so many people a lot more. So congrats, Johan, you got the point. However, I mentioned a prize now, didn't I? Now.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I've got the scores all tallied up already. So yes, this is a bit of a competition, guys. This is a bit of a competition, and essentially, the person with the most points wins. Let me see if I can pull it out right now. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. They win the bell low. It's this bell here that I'm showing on chat, and it is essentially a mystical bell that came to me. And basically, if I were to consensually give this bell to anyone, they get one wish within reason. So I there'll be rules and stuff like that, such as you can't make me do crimes. Okay, don't get me. Okay, I'm not gonna buy you Wagyu. Okay, I've done that before, by the way, and no.
Oh,
there will be no second time for Wagyu. No. And there's something important to note right now, because I have a episode lined up next week. That's actually, is it Wednesday or Thursday? So previously it used to be that you get about a week to decide on the wish, and before the bell returns back to me. This has to be before, let's say, Wednesday. So whoever wins this bell, do message me and announce your wish publicly. So it has to be announced publicly. What the wish is before Wednesday. And so, with all that being said, okay, let's see now. Okay, let me mention. No, okay, I'm just gonna roll this drum. The winner of SCMST for this episode is Raida ZERO. Yay! You got a whopping 6 out of 10 points.
6?
Yeah, 6 out of like technically 11 points, I guess. So yeah, you did really good. Usually, so yeah, S tier questions.
What was everyone else's score?
This is a little surprising. Uzziah, you got 5 points.
Oh.
And Johan, you got 4.
Those are pretty tough questions. I won't deny it.
I was shocked myself. I was shocked that some of these you weren't aware of at all. But hey. So congrats.
You definitely seem to be
cuts and like interesting like stuff that even I was not prepared for. So I was like, holy smokes. But
you were definitely extremely knowledgeable, and I was like, I was surprised like how often you didn't get some of them. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
He must be he must be hiding his power level.
Oh, absolutely.
He's letting us win.
So yes,
like,
congrats,
smokes,
Zero, your deductions
and fun though. It was fun.
Thank you. Okay. Quick thoughts. On the whole shtick on this whole episode. What you guys think?
Oh shit! Like I still won, so it's fine. But I just thought of another hot take I have that probably would have been better.
Oh.
I don't think anything can beat yours, man. I don't think anything. I think that's as good as.
Obviously, Johan's beat mine, so.
Yeah, but,
But,
I was like, sort of like, I was judging it based on like just the pure technicalities of the hot take. So yeah, it's fine, Just, yeah.
Yeah.
My bonus hot take, I guess we'll call it
Okay,
that.
go ahead.
Roman Reigns' title reign is extremely overrated.
Ooh, extremely. Ooh.
Extremely overrated.
That's a good hot take.
Ooh.
I would even go as so far as to say he is not dominant whatsoever.
Interesting.
His reign has been endlessly padded. Every single one, well, maybe not every single one, but a good majority of his defenses were unclean, requiring interference. And at one point, he actually lost to Seth Rollins, but it was via DQ.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
he basically he's not the tribal chief. He's the tribal fraud.
Ooh. Spicy.
Yeah. I guess for me it's more like what is the end game for Roman Reigns' title reign, and who is going to be the one to take it off him? Because whoever takes it off him, as much as I agree, I don't like his title reign one bit. I feel like WWE is like, I mean, when people say that WWE likes to force certain wrestlers or gimmicks or storylines down our throats, this was probably the best prime example of it in this modern era. And but the only good thing I see coming from it is that whoever takes the title off of him is going to be like, it's going to be a huge moment. But
I hope.
my biggest concern, in some ways, but my biggest concern is who are they gonna pick to do it? Because when I think of historic title reigns, one of the title reigns that came to mind was Kenta Kobashi's GHC heavyweight title reign from 2003 to 2005. And he had, without a doubt, one of the greatest heavyweight title reigns I have ever seen and lived through. I mean, he beat a lot of guys: Yoshihiro Takayama, Minoru Suzuki, Masahiro Chono, Yuji Nagata, Bison Smith, Mike Awesome, Jun Akiyama in what was one of the best matches I've ever seen as well. And then he drops it to Takeshi Rikyo, who is not world champion material. And so that has brought up a lot of concern. Like, whoever takes the title off of Roman Reigns, it better be someone good.
It should be Rhea Ripley.
Everything.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Actually, what if it was Dominic Mysterio? Like this big
Oh!
whole, like second
man.
generation wrestler kind of thing.
Big Dom.
Yeah.
Big Dom. Dom and Dom.
Or if they want to go that route, you know, there's Braun Breaker as well.
Yeah, I don't mind if Braun Breaker actually takes it. I am a big fan.
Oh,
of
Braun
this
Breaker
shit.
actually has a title shot for
Yeah,
Seth's
Rollins'
world
title.
title. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, WWE has to play their cards right with who they feel is the right guy to take the title off of Reigns.
Yeah.
Because
Because like the Sammy and Cody's matches, like
yeah,
Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, were the obvious correct answers.
yeah.
So now that they didn't go with those, it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I see. Lots of stuff to think
still
about
wanna be
for
proud.
pro wrestling. Back then you could argue was in a bit of a weird time, but now look at all this. There's so much wrestling to be had. There's so much to watch, so much to experience, so many things for all sorts of different people. Guys, I'm gonna have to leave you pretty soon, so I will deafen first and say bye to the chat. But thank you so much for playing, guys. And Zero, I will message you. I will deliver a certain belt to you very, very soon. So
Thank you for having me. It was very fun. It was nice meeting you guys too.
Yeah.
Likewise.
yeah.
Likewise, man.
Right,
It's fun.
so-
I had a great time.
Awesome. Okay.
I had a really good time.
Before I leave you guys, would you guys like to plug anything? Your socials, upcoming projects, all that jazz. Let's start with you, Uzziah.
So I'm gonna be debuting soon. Don't know when. Wait till I get everything done. But hey, Cornelius, isn't it fun that you get to have me, my model, first in your stream?
Oh, that is right. That is right. I feel very grateful that
My model's been featured first in Cornelius' soft launch, so people who watch it, they get to watch this first.
Brilliant. And what about you, Zero?
Well, I am coming up on the end of my week-long break from streaming, so I think I'll be coming back on Monday. Gonna decide what I'm gonna do that day. But yeah. My first original song. Is due to be out very soon.
Dang, original song. Let's
Dope.
go.
Very
let's go.
soon. Like I should receive the file sometime this coming week.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
very soon.
Awesome. Awesome. And what about you, Johan?
I think the only thing I would like to plug is my Twitch channel because, yeah, I do want people to come over and watch my streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/Johan_singer as well. That's where you get to see me streaming a lot, from Just Dance to various other games like fighting games and retro games as well. And visual novels also, I do stream that too from time to time. I'm also on YouTube, especially now that the YouTube partner program is, I would say, a little bit more accessible, I guess. So I'm trying to like grind to maybe putting up more content on YouTube now. A little bit motivated to do something there. And yeah, if you guys can follow me there, that would be great. And also, well, follow me on all of my social medias, basically.
Yes,
I'm everywhere. TikTok as well, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, I'm pretty much I can pretty much be found just about anywhere and everywhere. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. That shall be it. I'll join you back very soon. Let me just say a little bye to chat. Give a few announcements myself, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye for the moment.
Bye.
And there you have it, folks. There you have it. Let me just get back up here. Ta-da. Okay. That was a doozy of an episode. I legitimately wrote more for this episode than any other. Okay. So let me just get a few things out of the way first. First of all, thank you so much, everyone. As you can see, we have exceeded 420 subs. So yes, hashtag release the shorts is underway. I will release the official booty shorts next week. I think I'm going to make a stream out of it. Might as well make some fanfare out of it. Might as well, right? And so let's see what else is there for me to mention. I'll mention next week. Okay, and also concerning next week, let me check in what day is it. So as I mentioned a while ago, this month of June, I am doing an episode of Squared Circle Made Simple every week. And so there will be one. Yes. Next week, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. GMT plus 8 time, Malaysian time, essentially. But June 27th, this will be the final episode of the month. That will be a very, very special episode. You guys will see. You guys will see it very, very soon. So look out for those 2 days. June 21st, Wednesday, and June 27th, which is a Tuesday night. Oh, this might surprise some of you folks. Guys, I need to prepare for the booty short stream now. Oh, gods. Alright, folks, that's about it. Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop, but may Cafe Cornelius never close in your heart. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, folks. Hope you guys can do so, and I promise to give you guys all lovely content and make it worth your while. Have a lovely day, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. I gotta pee. Ah.